everybody. What's going on? Good evening, everyone. It's me. It's Schmuel Buckman. It is Tuesday, the 14th. I hope everybody has their taxes prepped for tomorrow because of tax talk. I'm going to start this off real quickly with this from Soup Party for $5. Thank you, Soup Party. PSA, I am on a hunt for photos of or videos of Granny at Hackamania. Will pay for straight bangers. Contact at Gay Guitar Guy on x.com. And I'm going to leave that up there for a minute because we want to get that out there. And joining me tonight is a man who was not at Hackamania, but knows all about it. So that would be the Panhandler. And let me pop that boy up here. Good evening, Panhandler.
Welcome back, Buckman.
It was fun. It was fun. I have to say. Let's see. I turned off the movement on the camera tonight just for people, and there's that. Ice dancer, yay! Taxes, yeah. It's a big thing in this community. All right, now let's pull down that, and we're here. All right, guys, we're back from Hackamania. And as usual, I started with a problem. So hopefully we're fixed and the sound is good. Remember, please hit the like button, subscribe. We are currently at, I will tell you, I haven't checked lately. we are currently at, what are we currently at? 989 subscribers. So if we could pull 11 subscribers tonight, that would make me very, very happy. And Panhandler too, mostly because it would just annoy him. And being annoyed is what makes him happy. How are you, my friend?
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I appreciate you going on around 8 like you told me you were going to.
Well, I'm sorry, man. It is what it is, but that's why but I did update you, right?
No,
I did. Check your texts.
I don't look at my phone. It's nothing like that.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. I was texting you. I thought that was the best way to get a hold of you. And yes, I apologize. All right. Unbanned Josh Denny fan, I would expect nothing else. I'm gonna unsubscribe 24 of my alts. Lady KB. Nothing makes Panhandler happy. I'll bet if you took it off, Lady KB, he'd be happy. And
Jesus.
spoke Russian.
Russian, maybe. She kind of looks a little like Eastern European, actually.
She just looks good to me. I don't get into that whole ethnicity thing, you know. You're looking good. Your face seems to be regenerating.
No, I have a huge dip of tobacco on the other side of my mouth, balancing it out.
Oh, okay,
I
cool.
figured it out what the doctors couldn't. I just have a dip in 24/7.
I was kind of laughing because I was on the plane yesterday, and they're like, no smoking, no vaping, no use of smokeless tobacco. I'm like, the fuck do they care about? Why would they care what you put in your mouth?
I don't know. I have a lipper in every time I travel, so yeah, whatever. I'm a real rebel.
Are you? I figured you would. I never knew about dipping until I got into the service, and then I realized why it's so disgusting. The salivation factor, and so there's that.
I mean, you were in the Air Force, so you're a bunch of pussies. So
Oh, please! That's why they call it the chair force.
exactly.
So in any event, we're up against. I guess the big guys are on tonight. So we'll
Yeah, I was
fight.
listening a little bit to Tukey because nothing else was on. Does Dr. Steve ever shut the fuck up? I know everybody says how nice he is. Holy fuck. He just talks and talks and talks. I had to turn it off. And why is the Muppet dressed as the final boss?
I don't know. I have to be honest. I wasn't watching any of it. I kind of just I was setting up the show, and that's about the extent that I've been on the computer today. Beside work related stuff. So I don't know, but let's take a quick look and see. Oh, no, that's his karmic outfit.
Yeah, he looks like the final boss.
Yeah, it's he does look completely different shaved. I will say I got back from Hackamania last night, and sitting on the couch looking, and I put karmic on for a minute or two, and he's reading like meditative poetry or some bullshit. And then doing the anger thing, and then he's I guess back on MLC today. So he's trying to make a comeback.
Who?
Karmic.
Good luck. Yeah, I didn't watch MLC. I've made a kind of promise to myself that I'm going to get out of the Dowverse after this whole Hackamania review shit gets done with. And I found out recently that The Shield, all 6 or 7 seasons, is now on Prime. So I watched about 7 episodes of that today. So I've got stuff to do. Very important stuff. So watch 25-year-old TV shows.
Cool. Is it how old is it though now? Is it really like 25 years old?
I think it was like 2002 to 2008 or something like that.
Jesus, it's crazy, man. I'm just fucking getting old. Getting old, and yeah. And if I got called the old man one more time this weekend, that was joy. Look at that, Ice Dancers. Sorry, Haas. There's a group chat on Twitter, and
Yeah, I know.
yeah, and so the what do you call it? Serenity Now blocked Sam B, and Sam B got all, like he shouldn't have been blocked. And so ICE started a new group chat so Sam B would be saved. Or no, so Serenity would be saved from Sam B. Something along those lines.
Jesus Christ, Buckman.
I know I'm awful, right?
You really are terrible.
I'm
And
awful.
you're fucking gonna stream with Husey tomorrow. Did I see that?
Yeah, of course.
What, you guys didn't suck each other off enough the last 3 days?
Oh my God. We were all over each other.
Did
And
Husey do anything else besides stream when he was in Vegas, or he just flew across the pond to stream with you idiots that he streams with all the time? Like, I need somebody to explain this to me like I'm 5 years old. You
the
fucking
only
retards. No, shut up. You retards do nothing but stream together all the time. You fly to Vegas and then you stream together. Like, you couldn't find somebody else? You had to stream with the same fucking people you stream with all the time? Explain it to anyone. Me. Make it make sense.
Which part am I trying to explain? The why I streamed with
Why?
Husey part?
Right. Why you stream with him no less than 2 times a week?
Right. Well, sometimes, some weeks, yes. But he is there. He's the best. It was him and Rochi together, and you'd never get those two in a room together.
Oh,
So
he's
it was
another one who's a fuck. He better shut the fuck up too, Mister. He wants to be a gatekeeper, and people shouldn't be guys and shouldn't be streaming. He's on NLO channel. He's on every other fucking stream. You can get fucked, Rochi, with that bullshit that you sell on that stupid fucking fruits channel too. So he's another one that should shut the fuck up.
Rochi is great. It's
I saw all your fucking tweets. You loved everybody. Who didn't you like? That'll take less time.
a granny.
That's too easy.
The
You made like an individual tweet for 5 different people.
Probably, yeah, maybe more. Well, because some of them are like people that like Haley from PASP, right? We've worked together, I guess you could say, and we go back and forth. So it's so cool to meet that person in person. And I'm just that kind of guy, Panhandler. I'm
What?
happy, joyous, and free.
No, it comes off as a disingenuous douchebag. You
No,
can't
it
like
comes
all
off
those
as,
people. You can't. You can't.
why can't you?
It's not possible. Because A, you don't know them that well. You just met them. You can't like fucking love these people.
Well, I'm not
Peggy or
saying I want to
Penny or
move
whatever
in
the
with
fuck her
her.
name
I'm
is,
just
and
saying she
big
was
work
great
and
to
doing the same
meet.
thing.
Yeah, she was great to meet. You know, and you know me, Pan. I like people. I'm a happy guy. I look for the best in everyone.
When's Dave Sarah coming on?
I don't know. He said he would be here, and he has the link, and he's part of the reason why we delayed things. But
You got to be kidding me.
I like this is here we go. Gentle love, she gets me. Schmuel does not answer to anyone. Many exclamation points. Exactly, Genta. And yeah, look, man, I'm gonna like who I like, and I'm gonna dislike who I dislike. But the thing is, I'm also not about sharing. Like, if I met somebody and I didn't like them, unless they were a complete asshole, what's the point of posting that?
Because it's interesting.
Is it?
Yes, it's more interesting than saying who you like.
Is it like I met Skinny Chad. The guy gives off serial killer vibes. Should I
Was he
put
that
that out
fucking
there?
retard who compared me to Carmack, who you are on stage with? Who the fuck is that guy?
I have no idea. All I know is that Rochi and I kept looking at each other, trying to figure out ways to get out of, like, leave.
Who is he? A chatter? Is he blind?
He's the guy that sent Carl the
Okay.
hamburger pants and wanted him to wear them.
Okay, so he's a fucking retard.
But oh my God, man, that fucking guy was like, it was weird. It was very weird.
He's
And
a fucking idiot.
yeah,
And he's
well,
fat.
not anymore. He's got he's on the Ozempic.
Okay, well, he looked really fat.
So, well, having seen him before,
Okay, so he's not as fat. That's what we're going with.
yeah, he's not as fat. And I was also looking at him from the side, but yeah, strange dude, man, strange dude. I'm almost afraid to say it because I know I'm going to see him somewhere. So, but if we ever hear that Carl's body is found somewhere, that's the first guy that you should look at. And
The list is long.
Yeah. Oh man, doing
I hope
that
I'm on it.
the what do you call it? Hackamania free stream. That was hard. Um, with the with Skinny Chad, and the guy from PAA or something, Political Activists Anonymous or something.
Yeah, you were terrible.
I know. I know. I tried. I tried. I'm always afraid. I'm afraid to be on stage. So I was like, well, I got to take this opportunity.
I guarantee that I guarantee you bothered Patrick all weekend to get on stage on some sort of panel or make your appearance. Like he finally just threw you up there to be like, okay, shut the fuck up, old man, go. It's midnight
Shut.
on Sunday, Vegas time. Fine. Here's your moment in the sun.
Yeah. It was my moment in the sun. That's why we did it.
Congratulations.
And I was one of the last. Schmuel, I won't talk shit about people I met and didn't like Panhandler. Why? That's fun. Moments later, Schmuel, let's talk about Skinny Chad. I didn't like him. Um, yeah, but I didn't put up a tweet about him. That's what I'm trying to say. But he did creep me out, and it was one of the very few people that creeped me out.
I find
Um,
that hard to believe.
really?
Looking at the cast of crew and all the streams, yes, there had to be more.
You know what? I think probably I tend to stay away from people. You know, like introduce myself and then walk away.
All right.
And Shmuel's best appearance at Hackamania was with 2K. That was a tough one too. So, but we did
Yeah,
the
he's a
thing.
fucking another retard. And another guy that should not comment on anyone's looks. Fat, short, and balding? Yikes. He should shut the fuck up and stay with his hand up that stupid puppet's ass.
Yeah, there was a bit of that at Hackamania where there were some people who you didn't really see don't see on stream that much, or if you do, you can't really tell. And then when they show up at Hackamania, people are like, you're judging other people's looks? Who the fuck
Yeah,
are you?
yeah,
So, there was definitely some of
yeah.
that.
He should stick with Granny. That tracks. Those two fucking retards.
I had stuff. The problem is, like, you get there and you're like, oh, I'm thinking, like, oh, there was something I wanted to do with 2K, but we never got it down. And then that
What could
thing
you
just got
possibly want to
thrown.
do with that idiot?
That
What
thing had
what
just
what,
gotten
what
thrown
would you want
together.
to
I
do?
was going to talk politics. We were gonna get up there and discuss his vice presidential run, which I know nothing about.
I can't. I really don't think I can do this much longer.
I don't know how. Yeah, I look, man, and I think I did ask him on there. I was like, how did you wind up like being Granny's co-host?
I'm not listening.
Okay. All right. Well, that's gonna work. That's really gonna work well. So
I'm already checked out.
we'll go there. We'll go there. Well, you weren't there,
Yeah, I
and
I'm
and I've
aware.
seen and I've seen you when you're there. When you're there, you're just Mr. Happy.
No, no.
You know.
This is what are you even hanging out with Mersh rewriting history? I hang out for a few minutes, then I go do my own thing. Like I pop in and pop out. I mean, the only person I hang around with is that stupid Rube Bentley. Did you see him at all?
Oh yeah, we hung out.
I heard he was ball washing too, so I'm gonna give him a load of shit later if he pops in.
Who was he ball washing?
No, I'm gonna save it if he shows up.
Oh my God. You're unbelievable. Gentle loves Panhandler is a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. Oh
All
yeah,
right.
he is. He is. I had so much fun that's why I have Panhandler on here because I need him to bring me back down to the misery that's my real life.
Yeah, and another way you almost really fucked up. You almost had Cookie on stream. I heard you were trying.
That wasn't me, man. That was we set that up. That was like we had the whole thing set up so that she wasn't on camera. We set up the cameras, set up the chairs, and then Tommy Jordan decides to stream snipe, and luckily Rochi caught him. So before anything happened, and Tommy says he didn't realize that he thought she was on camera, and I believe him, and so I have forgiven him. But I will say there was a bunch of mutually assured destruction going on, where Tommy sent me, stuff, pictures, and information and whatnot.
Why were you in his fucking room? Number one. Why didn't
because
you
it was
stream from your room?
because their room was set up for streaming. And I did stream from my room later, but I only streamed for like a half an hour. And you talk about all this streaming. We did that stream, and then I did another 30-minute stream. That was it. And
Yeah, I'm not just talking about you. I mean, Husey, Rochi, I think the Ginger did one. Did Penny and the Big or Peggy or whatever the fuck her name is, and Darren, they were always on doing streams. Didn't Eckel do one every day? Ranger did one.
yeah, Ranger did do one, which is reasonable. Doing
Yeah,
one, I think is
that's
reasonable.
why I left him last.
Yeah, some of them are. The problem with streaming when you're at these things is you're in your room streaming. You're not like down enjoying yourself, you know?
Fuckhead, that's what I'm saying. Why were all you doing it? Why were you all in your room? Why weren't you
We
at the
weren't
bars
all
doing
doing
stuff,
it.
gambling,
I took an
going down
hour, I
Fremont,
took an
going
hour and a half to stream. That's about the extent of it, right? I mean, look, they say I'm addicted to streaming. Some people are really addicted to streaming.
Yeah, Husey, the guy that you'll be streaming with tomorrow.
He's not addicted. No, absolutely not. Husey was definitely involved. He was out there. I mean, Husey even went to go to midget wrestling on Thursday night.
Oh wow. Color me impressed.
He went with a bunch of people. It was very cool. So that they went. Not that I got to go. The Tommy Jordan, Buckman, great hanging with you again. Buck Maniacs. Tommy is a pisser to hang out with.
Yeah, he should never show his face again after he got punked by Ethan Ralph. So
Punked.
yeah. Do you see him when Ethan went to touch his little cap, he backed up like a little bitch?
Because nobody wanted trouble.
He would have been well within his rights to punch Ethan right in the face.
Yeah, he would have, but the deal is the dude, he's not, what's he gonna do? He's gonna wind up and fucking spending the night in the can, figuring out who did what. And look at this, $10 from one Jason Bentley. It doesn't, what's the same without Panny? That was a fun 5 minutes last year before he retreated to his room.
Yeah, I heard Mr. Bentley was wall washing Mr. Cumia for hours on end. Shame, nothing but shame for Mr. Bentley.
You know, just because you're such a miserable prick doesn't mean the rest of us are.
No, I wouldn't encourage it. Just saying.
Jason and Jen were fun. It was cool having them there. And you know,
Yeah, he better. I won't even say it.
and Jason looks like he's getting in shape, so you better watch out there, Panhandler.
Yeah, no, I'm getting fat. No, I bet you I weigh more than he does right now.
And I was speaking of weight.
Although I saw a picture of him, he doesn't look like he's lost any weight. So I don't know where the fuck he lost it from.
If you see him in person, he definitely looks.
I
like
just
he
said I
lost.
saw a picture. Yes, I saw him in person. I was hiding.
Right, well, you know, the
whole
camera
time.
adds 10 pounds. So, but I was convinced that I had gained. Like I felt so fat when I came back, and I weighed myself tonight, and I was like, oh, this is great. I didn't put on any weight there. I think Husey gained about 10 pounds. He looked like he was producing a child like mommy.
Oh, that crazy bitch, she brought that baby belly with her the whole way. How long did she go with that bit?
I didn't. Okay. Just this is my opinion. My opinion is it's not a baby belly. It's just a belly. Like not, and you know, not like bought at Amazon or anything. But, you know, that's just me.
So you're saying she's got fat?
And she had to go with the, and she had to stick with the bit. So it was like, oh, she wasn't drinking, she wasn't doing other stuff. But I was hoping Sarah would be in here to give us a little more bullshit. But yeah, mommy came up. Dixon and I were standing outside the room talking. Mommy comes up and asks us if she could have either of our room keys because she needed a power nap. And she was tired. And she's like, oh, you know, I'm staying at the Cosmopolitan. It's just like $60 to go back and forth. And I'm like, first of all, in my mind, not my problem. Second of all, you fucking videotaped inside John's house. I'm going to let you in my room? You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, no, I would totally get fucked.
And, you know, I was being nice. I was, you know, I was doing the Schmuel thing of, you know, well, you know, my wife would never let me, you know, I'd have to ask my wife and I don't have my key with me.
Why don't you just say no?
Pat
No,
Dixon just
no, you
went.
crazy bitch. You
Pat's like
cannot have.
basically just fuck off. Pat
Yeah,
was like just not having it,
that's the
and
appropriate response.
yeah, and uh, Josh Denny fan. Panhandler sits here and drags even Schmuel's energy down. It's a mortal sin. Ethan Ralph would never,
Would never what?
eh, would never drag my energy down. I was so glad that the Ethan Ralph thing lasted about 2 minutes, um, and that was it. And just what a fucking loser.
Yeah,
I don't like to use that word too much, but for him, I think it's appropriate. And big ass tough guy. He's gonna kick ass. He's gonna do this. He never went into the hotel.
he's 5'4". How tough can he be?
Well, for a 5'4" guy, he talks a lot of shit. And he also was talking shit to Tommy because he knew security was there. Like if he'd met him on the street, he would have been, oh yes, Mr. Jordan, yes, Mr. Jordan. So, fuck him. And yeah, and that was part of what was annoying me was I dislike the guy like that he wants to come in. He thinks that people at Hackamania care, and nobody fucking gave a shit about him. It
Yeah,
was
I'm sure
like,
if Scarlett was with him, nobody would go. I mean, just to see the train wreck Scarlett probably was for whatever
the
reason.
yeah, the only time they came up at all was when they showed up that night, and then the thing with Tommy happened, and then that was it. Other than that, it was like he was staying at like the Motel 6 or something, and nobody, even if he got there, nobody wanted to come close to him because the bed bugs and whatever. He is like gross little guy, and Tommy Jordan hits the nail on the head with Mint still battling with his FOMO, and it's not
Yeah,
actually his FOMO; it's he missed out. It's not his fear of missing out. Yeah, Mint really would have wanted to have been there.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I completely disagree. I mean, the guys that are spending so much time on Twitter talking about how shitty it is and in Discord and whatnot, it's like, yeah, we get it. You didn't go, but you weren't there, so you don't know. All right, Tommy Jordan gifted 10 Schmuel Buckman memberships. Thank you, Tommy Jordan. Tommy, I told you, if you don't stop fucking apologizing, I'm going to hunt you down. But thank you, Tommy. I really appreciate that. And it was great. Right? Pan finds every word I ever said hard to believe.
yes. I don't believe any of you fucking losers. You're all liars. Do you have anything interesting from Hackamania that nobody's talked about yet?
I've got nothing interesting because you're not interesting. You're not asking interesting questions. You don't seem interested. You just,
I
it was a
wasn't there.
miserable time and it
I didn't say it was
sucked.
a miserable time.
Well, you,
I didn't say. I hope people had a good time.
well, you started this off
I
with me complaining about me complimenting people, right?
That is a bit much. Yeah, but no. Do you have anything that no one's talked about yet? I wasn't there, obviously. I haven't been shitting on the event. I hope people had a good time.
Well, I
mean,
don't know what everyone's talked about yet, so you tell me.
Obviously, people today have been talking about the granny thing.
Well,
The comedy show got a lot of bad reviews. Not just talking about the streaming difficulties, that the comedy show was rough. Jim and them didn't seem to go over very well, from what I've read. I guess it seems like what's getting the best, kind of the most positive feedback is, I guess, Rocco's show, the puppet show.
Keena K, breaking news, Schmuel. Look, I don't know how much this is breaking news, but this was the Schmuelish observation was I think Granny went to this thing thinking like he was going to be like all applauded and people were going to want to see him and all that. And I never saw a guy more alone the whole weekend.
Why would you think he would think that?
Because he thinks he's he thinks he's the shit. He's the big star. He was talking shit to everybody. He thinks he's a better streamer than everybody. He thinks he's a better, funnier and smarter and stronger. And
But don't you think that's a fundamental problem with this universe? Like, you all kind of think you're celebrities. Like, that's
yeah,
where we've been.
I don't think people think they're celebrities. I think you're jealous of some people, but I don't think the people themselves
Jealous.
are. Yeah, yeah. You seem to get very upset that, like people want to see a guy. You're as somebody
Who,
puts it, you're a guy.
who am I jealous?
You're a
What
guy.
what planet are you on? I'm not jealous of anybody. I think it's strange. Again, I'm repeating myself. That you guys stream together all the time, and then you go fly all the way to Vegas and then stream with the same fucking idiots. I don't think that's an outrageous statement.
But you do think it's an outrageous statement for me to say nice things about people?
Yes, I do think that. I think that's weird for a grown man to do. Yes, I do.
And
I
why
do.
why is it weird, Panhandler?
There again, I think I saw 5 separate individual posts to people where you were complimenting them. I just find that odd.
You
Nobody else
meet
does it
people.
that find that odd?
You're seeing. Look, I don't know about you guys, but this knowing people from or just meeting people online and meeting them in person are two completely different things. And it's like you never know. I've met people on stream that I've met in person, and they're duds. And these people were very cool.
Okay,
So why wouldn't I talk about that?
okay. You are free to talk about whatever you like. I'm just saying I found it odd, and if I'm in the minority of that opinion, so be it. Then I'm wrong.
I don't know, man. You're just not a happy guy. Like
Yeah,
I don't
newsflash. Water's wet. I
I
get
don't
it.
I don't get it. But
I do
yeah,
have some good news. I do have some good news.
all right, what's the good news?
I mowed my lawn for the first time in months, and I was able to get my weed whacker started fairly easier after sitting for 6 months. Usually that's a problem. So that was my big accomplishment for today. So good job.
You're killing me.
What?
You're
I
killing
actually I
me.
was very pleased. I was like, wow, it started very quickly with old gas in it and everything.
It seems to me that you're pleased with anything that doesn't involve human interaction. Is that pretty much what we're at?
Yes. Oh, and I changed the air filters in my house today. So I accomplished a lot today. I need a nap.
Oh my god. So I was laughing because I see Mint Diggity here. It's like the inflated egos at Hackamania was peak. It's really funny because it's being there. I was looking out at the Twitters going, these guys' egos are so out of control. It's like they think that anybody cared. That oh, it was cringe. Oh, it stunk. Oh, uh, yeah, right. Sure, sure. You affected everyone.
I don't. I, this is a Dowverse or Shitverse or Hackerverse or whatever. That's what we do. We shit on things. I also saw a lot of tweets from people at the event that had positive things to say about it. It wasn't just people just shitting on the event. A lot of people had a good time, which is great, especially you spend a lot of money and take a trip. I'm glad people had a good time. I'm not wishing for a bad time or a bad event.
It doesn't seem like that. It seems like you just wanted us to.
I haven't talked anything about the event itself. I was just talking about what you idiots did in between the shows.
We did a stream together. 3 people that I've never met before. So that's our sin. We shouldn't have done that. Is that what you're saying?
You streamed. If I were you, besides, you know, ending it, I would have tried to find somebody that you don't stream with, or is there a chatter that wanted to talk, like somebody different? It
See,
would
the
have been.
deal is I can stream with any of those people, right? And we set things up for the future and whatnot. But to stream with the 2 guys that I stream with, particularly Husey, and I like Rochi a lot, the chance to stream with them live in a room and interact with them live in a room, very different than streaming online,
Okay. Yeah.
you know? And Cookie owned Husey, so that was fucking great. So there we go with that. So and I will. Here's Mr. Happy. Tony from Hack the Movies. I love meeting other creators I have streamed with online and getting to make content in person finally. It's fun. What is this guy not getting? Fun.
I have no idea who the fuck that is, so I don't give a shit about his opinion. And if he disagrees, that's fine. I'm saying you. I can't say it again. And to say that you're friends with Husey is Rochi seems disingenuous because then you guys have a big blowout about the whole Ashley thing where you had to pull over your car so you could swerg out on him on stream.
I didn't have to pull over my car.
Now you guys are BFFs?
No, we're not BFFs, but he's fun to stream with. And guess what? I argue with people. It happens. Do you know how many people don't like me in this universe? Quite a number.
You're talking to one right now.
Quite a number, and then those are the best people to interact with. Okay. Penny and the Dork, Big Dork. We had our highest live viewers and had a hell of a good time. Yes, you did. I got to meet Penny, and that was fun. It was fun. So just to shit on your point, Panhandler. All right. I don't know where we're going with this. I thought you would have maybe some questions about Hackamania. I don't want to just sit here and review it. Sarah did send me a text saying he'd be here in a couple of minutes, and that was like 20 minutes ago. But there we go.
Review what you want to review. Like I said, you were there. I wasn't. Give us the scoop.
All right. Anyway, here. I actually like Mint Diggity. And it's just so funny to me. Go make fun of Steel Toe when you're just as cringe and try hard. What are we trying hard at? And when are we cringe? I mean, it's like, it's cool to be a troll, but as Pat Dixon said to Panhandler, being an asshole is not a character. It's like, it just gets old after a while, because it's like, okay, I could have predicted, no matter what happened at Hackamania, it could have been, I don't know, we could have all been given $1 million and, angelic blowjobs, and Mint still would have found something to complain about it. And I could have predicted that before Hackamania started, right? So it's like, be different. That's my thing. It's like, let's be honest. Just don't, you don't have to, you're not stuck. You're allowed to change. You don't have to be stuck in this thing. So, Hack the Movies. People actually watch my show. I can see why it's not on your radar. Oh, Tony.
I don't understand that logic. If you watch your show and I don't know who the fuck you are, who are these people? How is that a burn to me?
He just understands why you don't watch it, because people watch it. I think he's saying you're not people. Tommy Jordan. I like Mint too, but he is on demon time right now. LOL. But I am too Judge I.B. Spurgeon sometimes. So, yeah, Tommy is a pisser. Mint's right a lot of times. Well, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, statistically, right? It's like a blind squirrel is occasionally going to find a nut. So there we go. Diablo Sandwich. Panhandler. Maybe this will help. Is it cool to FaceTime with your significant other and make white together? Yes, but isn't it better to make white together in person?
That is a reach, Diablo, but fine, we'll go with that analogy.
Yeah, and even though there was no white made in that room,
no, I don't even think that's.
And let's say what Mickey says. Mint Diggity, yep, someone decided the original plan of karaoke wasn't gay enough. Embarrassing cringe boomers go mock toe SJ and Karmic. Use just as embarrassing. Oh, Mint, stop it. Just stop it. And yeah, because you know that when those guys walk into a room, people enjoy their company.
Who?
We got it. Steel Toe can't get 30 people together for a fucking anniversary show. And I don't know where we're going, Panhandler. It was great. Quad and I have had our beefs back and forth and whatnot. So it was great meeting him in person and
Okay.
being able to have a talk.
Did you give him shit for using filters? Because the pictures on that came out on X are a lot different than what he looks like on stream. So
Really? I thought he looked better. I thought he
hey,
looked.
he looked good. I'm not saying that because I'm just saying, but he definitely uses filters. I mean, he
Oh,
looks
I
good
thought
for
it
a guy in
looked.
a wheelchair.
I thought it looked. I thought he looked better in person than he does on camera. Jason Bentley at Mid Dignity. Didn't I see you stuffed in the corner of KB's room in AC? Exactly, Jason. That's the big. That's the big issue. You know, I put up a picture of people on stage and said, you know, what do you notice? And Stevie Lou is, oh, the cables are bad. You know, all you have to do is drill holes in the cable in the table and run the cables through. And I was like, no, it's the stage, not a desk in the corner of some guy's room with smelly incels. So uh, that was the right answer, Stevie Lou, and you missed it.
Again, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't I missed Stevie Lou's tweet. I guess I don't think cables are the problem. Is there anything interesting besides you streaming with Rochi and Husey? Like in the show, did you hang out with anybody else?
Yeah, I hung out with pretty much everybody at some point. So anyone in particular that you.
No, just anyone that anybody that again. I wasn't there. I didn't realize I was supposed to come prepared with questions.
Well, it's not being prepared with questions, but it's just like, all right, you were trashing Hackamania. You were
I
doing,
was stop.
you
This is the
know,
problem. When did I trash Hack? I did not trash the event at all.
you've been very
Maybe
negative. I thought that you had, you were going to share your negativity with us, but there were going to be points to it, not just generally,
okay. I
panhandler
want you to
negative.
back up because I didn't trash the event. I'm telling you what I've read. I wasn't at the event. I didn't get the stream. I'm telling you what I've read on Twitter and what I've seen in the chats. That's it.
Uh,
I can't trash it because I didn't see it. I wasn't there.
everything I've seen on Twitter was positive, other than from people who weren't there.
And that's what I said too. I said I saw a lot of positive tweets from the attendees. But there were criticisms, people there that, like I said, weren't thrilled with the comedy show. And I don't think Jim and them translated to this audience very well. What else was there? The stream, but that's not really the event itself. I think there might have been problems with the stream. So I'm just relaying what I've read. That's all.
Ice dancer at the ER watching Schmuel talk. I hope you're okay, kid.
God, I hope Mersh is dying.
Oh yeah, the big disappointment of the weekend. Ashley Cummings yoga was a no-show.
I thought she was driving there with Dave.
There was, Rochi was pissed because Rochi was like, she said she's going to be there for months, like she said she was going to be there, and then just doesn't show up. And it was, he was really disappointed that she didn't come. So what do you call it though? I feel the Jim and Sam thing, or Jim and them. I keep saying Jim and Sam. It's Jim and them, or is it Jim and him?
Jim and them, I think.
All right. I did. Yeah, they didn't. They did not. They did not break through to the Dabbleverse audience. I can put it to you that way. And because, and I don't know. It's like I have an opinion, not necessarily the correct one, but it was almost like I would have preferred more intro into who they were, like and more intro into why Corey is interesting.
Yeah,
So
I don't know much about him. I mean, I get why Patrick thought why it would be like kind of tangential to the Dabbleverse since they A-log Corey Feldman, but I don't follow that nonsense. And if there was no kind of preamble or what it's about or why they find, like you said, why they find him interesting, besides he's kind of a weird dude. But I didn't see the show, so I don't know.
there were a bunch of people that were looking forward to them and knew who they were. I didn't know who they were, and to be honest, I really shouldn't be criticizing the show that much because I only stayed for a few minutes of it, maybe 15.
Yeah, I think they have a pretty big channel or pretty big following.
Yeah, they do. They do. And Jason Bentley somebody said something nasty about Jason. Mint this is funny, Mint. Fucking clown, Bentley, you're a goofy guy. Don't worry about me, bozo. Let me just tell you, Bentley's probably one of the coolest guys here. And again, somebody having fun, that hurts. For some reason, that hurts poor Mint. But I love you, Mint. We've always said that. That was I'm sorry. All right. Bentley barely gives Ray any money now. F him. Nobody gives Ray any money now. So there we go.
Didn't Dave? I think Dave streamed with Ray.
He did.
Or maybe the day.
He did, yeah. Ray's frustrating because he never does anything in advance, right? And then he sends the link. Yeah, but like I'm going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so that's likely to happen. But like Ray sends the tweet, which is like, I'm streaming at 10:30 if you're into it, which is what he sends every day, right? Regardless of whether he wants you to be a guest or not. And I was tired, got home and whatnot. And then I'm like, about midnight, I'm looking at my phone and I see he sent me a link. And it's like, Ray, I have no idea. I don't know that he knows what he's doing, let alone me. So, but there we go. All right. This is going absolutely fucking nowhere. So, I'm going to drop, hold on a sec. I want to drop Big W the link so, he can come in and hormone us out. The final boss is in the chat. He's pulling up the links, and let me get Big W here. Sorry, man, because
I should be insulted by this.
You should be. You always complain. No. You always complain. Oh, you got no energy. You got no, yeah, And then we're on here, and it's like all you've been doing is it's like you're like killing it. You're like, it sucked. Why'd you send out tweets? Why'd you stream? It's like Jesus.
I've asked
like
you 5 times for something that hasn't been talked about. Again, you were at the event, were you not?
Yeah, but how do I know what's not been talked about? I'm not following all these people. I was there. I don't know what was talked about or what wasn't. I can only share my experience.
Well, you could expand on the tweets, the complimentary tweets that you sent out. Why was this person great, or why did you like meeting this person?
I was saying that earlier, and then you just shit all over it. So I was like, oh, why bother? Why bother? Tommy Jordan for $2. Favorite show of the event, favorite costume, top 5 good eggs. I have those written down, Tommy, but I was waiting for him to get into something.
Why are you waiting on me? You are the showrunner.
Yeah,
answer Mr. Jordan's questions.
I get it, but I just JG 4569 puts it best. Panhandler is such a dumbass. All he ever does is moan and groan like my old lady.
Thank you.
I'm trying to get you out of out of this. Big W.
Stuck it to you. Good job, W.
Stop A-logging Pan, Buckman.
Thank you, Mr. Cohen.
I don't even know what that means. Big W. Celebrating 1 month of membership. I can't tonight, Schmuel. Sorry, man. It's okay. You could have done that in the chat, but it's good that you wasted your 1 month free tweet or chat or whatever the fuck it is on here. But message. Yeah, milestone message. So Merst stroked out on bones again tonight.
Oh, that made me so happy. If this is true.
Oh man. Yeah, we are. JMO has never said a truer thing. We're like an old gay couple. This is Helga and Lisa revisited, and yeah, people do get a little uncomfortable with my hugging. Big W for $4.99. Hippo character runs at high speed. His legs forming a ball-like blur.
Super sticker.
$4.99. Oh, there you go. That's why I have you on here. So I didn't see that in EV Mux, but thank you for your super sticker.
Did you meet that idiot? Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Read the super chat from
You
Mr.
said,
Super
did you eat that what?
Chat. Just read the super chat.
Johnny Mac 86 $5.15. Panhandler is here to keep you from going off the rails. He's doing you a service, Buckman. I don't know what rails I could go off of though. This feels like the little train, that the little kids ride. It's not like that much of a risk of.
Did you meet that idiot Grillo?
Oh no, I did not meet Grillo.
Okay.
And so the truth is, like, there's some people that I just have zero interest in meeting, and Grillo
This is
is
interesting.
And Grillo is one of them.
Okay, who else?
I don't know. Grillo was one. Ethan was another. And there's people that, like, I don't know, that people will say, oh, you need to meet this person, and you do, and it's just like, hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? And then that's it. And I don't even remember the names of some of them.
Okay.
And but I did meet a very lovely Megan, not the Megan, but another Megan, and Nico, and we sat with, and accidentally had a drink poured all over me, so that was fantastic. That was tons of fun, and you could at least, like, maybe give an expression.
I don't know who those people are. So you're saying it's not the Carl, the skinny redhead or whatever that's on Carl's show?
No, just as attractive, and so it was cool. Let's see here. Grillo is boring.
Well, he's terrible.
So my first interaction with Grillo, and really my only interaction with Grillo, I was on Hughesy's show with him, and he just doesn't shut the fuck up, and it's like he doesn't say anything. It's like all these words, and I'm left, like, at the end going, huh? Pizza, building, carpentry.
Yeah, he's one of these guys that thinks he's just going to hit go live and people are going to send him money because he was an intern on Howard Stern, 30 years ago. Like, he has nothing. He just saw this as an opportunity to make money. He knows nothing about the Dowverse. He just thought, okay. And now he's doing this thing that everybody else does, is shits on John, and then he gets on shows because he'll shit on John. So, savvy business plan for about a week until the audience realizes he's dumb, uninteresting, and nobody cares about his stories.
Well, I think, like, getting somebody from Howard Stern for a lot of these guys is a big thing. And Grillo comes in, and then it's like you get Grillo on air, and you're like, oh my God, no wonder there's nothing there. And then you really realize pretty quickly, this guy spent how many years working for Howard for free?
Like 6 or something, I think.
Yeah, Howard's making millions of dollars, and this guy's doing it for nothing.
Well, he showed Howard by quitting, so there you go.
No, they all did. Tommy told them they chanted no super chats for Grillo at the live shows.
Good.
And like, he's such a fucking idiot. Like, the whole thing with beer sales Jerry helping him with super tips, and then him getting like 2 or 3 tweets, and then I'm not going to be working with him, and then having to go back to John. And but Grillo also seems to me to be one of these guys. He wants to be a nice guy, right? Like, and he wants to be thought of as being a nice guy. But John's an idiot, and he just needs to say that, But there we go. All right. I could bore people. I could bore them myself. I mean, I wouldn't have to take up your time.
What do you want me to do? Cartwheels and shoot sparks out my ass? Go back to Tommy's questions. What was your favorite show? What was your favorite costume?
Working for free with stars in your eyes for another man who has millions is beyond pathetic. In your eyes for another man who has millions.
I've said more about Hackamania than you have this whole fucking time.
What do you call it? Brock, you're 100% correct that I think working for free with stars who have millions is pathetic. I thought you would. I thought you would leave. Oh yes! Wow, you could pack more charismania onto a panel.
Or charisma.
I know. I know. I was thinking of something else. In any event, I did send Tommy the link because I thought he would brighten things up, but
That should calm you down.
he refuses to stream with you. So
Good. That's the best news I've had in a long time.
he
Thank
said,
you, Tommy.
I'm not giving." He's like, he's not giving Panhandler any heat.
I'll get off.
He doesn't want
Tommy
you
can come
getting
on.
content from him, and
Tommy can come on. I'll get
you
off.
know,
That's fine.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
Jesus, he likes you. I have no idea why.
Well, that makes one of us.
But Tommy, you should definitely pop on, and a bunch of other people have the link. But I the thing is too is it's there. They were other streamers, and I'm like, I knew that they weren't going to come on because they want to do their Hackamania shows. So,
but you're not doing a Hackamania show. That's the amazing thing. That's what makes you Schmuel.
You don't feel like you're interested in listening to it.
I've never wanted to punch you so badly in my life.
Dave, where are you, David?
Boss, at least you lowered it. Thank you for that, at least. A couple things here. One, you said I've shit on the vent. I have not. I've told you what I've read and seen. That's it. And you, for the 18th time, you were there. Tell us something about it.
Well, you said you read stuff, and then I had to pull it out of you that it was the Jim and Sam thing or Jim and them thing. And then you talked about, I think we did the comedy show. The comedy show was not the greatest comedy show I've ever seen. Frankly, I like Vinny Paulino. He's great. He's a great host and opener, whatever. They had that fat guy from the first year.
That narrows it down at Hackamania.
Yeah, no, but I mean the really fat guy, Jelly Roll or Kool-Aid or whatever the fuck it is.
Jason
Remember,
Bentley?
Jason is not fat. No, the what do you call it? Kool-Aid. You know who I'm talking about. You were there.
I don't know. I try not to remember people.
I don't know how you could miss this guy. He was like 500 pounds. But yes, Kool-Aid. I said Kool-Aid. You don't remember Kool-Aid?
No.
Jesus Christ, Panhandler. All right. Anyway, so this guy Kool-Aid was there. Kool-Aid, you could probably look him up somewhere. Fat guy, less fat than he was. And literally, what is this? It's 3 years later. You could have seen him 3 years ago and seen him the other night, and you'd go, oh, fat guy doing fat guy jokes. I get it. Hilarious. And, he's liked, and, I know Melton likes him. I know other people like him, but generally speaking, people were like, whatever. And the most fun for me during his set was sitting next to Megan, who was interpreting his jokes and telling me why I wasn't getting them. And it was she was a hell of a lot funnier than he was. I'll put it to you that way. Lance on X. Lance is an idiot. Lance on X from reliable source that there are cliques like high school, WATP, thought they were all that, and they're not. Yeah, I have to say, I would not believe that anything that Lance says. If Lance told me the sun was coming up in the morning, I would have to go outside and check first before I believed it. Just making shit up, and it's pathetic because it's like back when Muttering Jay used to do stuff, right? At least there was like even a kernel of truth in it, And this guy he makes it up and puts it out, and then gets mad. His response to me when I told him he was full of shit, which I said nicely, was he called me gay, and there you go. That was it.
I trust the Lance News Network implicitly.
Yeah, and you would. And you would. Let's see. I didn't see Tim today. I guess TJ, Tim was on stuff. Let's just see. Tuki's brilliant. You are right, LOL. Tuki was brilliant. He did instead of doing a podcast, he did a puppet show, and it was fucking hilarious from start to finish. It was
That's
really well.
the best reviews.
And it was the closer, so it's like, it was a surprise. It was a surprise that it was so good, and because his stuff in the past hasn't been great.
Yeah, sure. Last year was hot garbage.
And so it was cool, and it was funny because it was like there were a lot of shows. I don't say a lot, but there are definitely shows where there are a significant number of people hanging outside the room, like smoking cigarettes and drinking and just chit-chatting, and they have an audience and stuff. But Tuki's show was the one show that people were like, no, I need to be inside for. And they definitely got their money's worth. Shades Cal, Lance tells no lies. I got to meet Shades Cal.
Lovely lady.
Very lovely, very attractive. Unfortunately, it was like 3:30 in the morning, but she did get to see me collecting money, so that was always good. And that's it. We need more Dabbleverse news people. If we had news people, that'd be great. But really, what we have is we just have like the Lance guy. It's all such bullshit. It's like it's not even bothering. Worth bothering listening to. The Final Boss. LOL. I always thought Shades was a dude, which is very funny. Final Boss, because you are apparently not the only one. But pretty awesome woman. Lady KB. She missed it. It's all bullshit anyway. It's sort of funny, right? Like, man, it's all bullshit. Nobody argues that with you, but boy, you spend a lot of fucking time for bullshit. You know what I mean? It's just like, if I thought it was all bullshit and didn't care, I wouldn't be. I don't know. It's like karmic. I can't be bothered. So there we go. And Brian Landon asks good probing questions. Who's Brian Landon?
Brian does do, like, when he does his interview show, like, his show is different. I mean, it takes him a while to get there. It's kind of a slow burn, but I think people should watch more, or more people should watch. Like, it's different perspective, and when he does his, like, interviews, it's pretty good. So I like Brian's show. And again, he's a little wacky or whatever, a little weird, and I don't know if that's an actor. He's just a weird dude. But I don't know how much you watched of him, but it's different.
Unbanned Josh Jenny fan. You spent a lot of time for bullshit. A guy who talks to Panhandler for hours. I'm not saying I'm any different. Karmic's gay ride of grifting is coming to an end. He's trying to make a comeback, I thought.
A comeback? Again, comeback from what? The guy's been on like a 9-month vacation.
Or a 1-year vacation. It was funny last night because he was like reminiscing about like a year ago. And I'm like, yeah, a year ago you didn't have, you had 100 and 200 viewers, and now you've got 48, and you're fighting with the same people in the chat.
Yeah. I'm the wrong guy to defend Carmax. I mean, I think he's incredibly lazy, and we've talked about this a million times. There's not many shows that do anything, right? There are idiots like us who talk about the other idiots. Like, people that do shows are far and few between. Few and far between. Sorry, I'll be all right.
We understood. Yeah, look, everybody wants to be Kevin Brennan, right?
I'm out of the Brennan business.
It does blow me away how many people, like the Grillo guy, right? Like, he sees the kind of money that Brennan's making, and he's like, oh yeah, I'll turn on the camera.
Did I just say that? This is proof that you do not ever listen.
I do listen. I'm fucking reiterating what you said. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. All right, let me rephrase.
Right.
Just as you pointed out earlier, Grillo is one of those guys that thinks he can, he's got some star power. He's just going to turn on the camera and make money. And he's shocked when he doesn't. And, he'll blame John or Jerry and all that other stuff. But Schmuel, you are the only one who goes back and forth and argues with me. So you catch a lot of shit. I admit that. Man, I go back and forth because I actually like you. So I think he's a fun guy. So I go back and forth with him.
Exactly. I describe him as a fun guy.
Karmic is at the cutting edge of broadcasting. He's at the cutting edge of something. I don't know what it is, but there we'd be. All right. All this focus on Carmack should be aimed at Tom Myers instead. He deserves all this flack way more. I think at the end of the day, Tom Myers knows what he is. And I really do think that Carmack thinks that he's, this is his career and he's really, he's teaching us all how to do it. And I'm listening to him the other night talk about, or last night even, telling other people what they should do and how to do it. And they can't do it as well as him. And I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me,
I mean, how Carmax or Tommy could, and I don't know what Tommy's job would allow them, but they would be way more interesting to me if they consistently did, and Carmax definitely could, a morning show up against Steel Toe. To me, that would be interesting. See, like that little battle, see if they could take viewers away from Aaron. Like that would be something. And I think that would win, Carmax could win back some viewers that way because people dislike Aaron a lot more. Like just do it for a month, 3 times a week, not saying every day. Just do something different and be consistent with it.
Dude, I've been suggesting that for quite a while, particularly with Tommy. That even if he did a one day a week morning show, it would be interesting. But I think Tommy has trouble with the focus.
Even Chad Zumach, he could do it in the morning.
Chad stinks. Unbanned Just Any fan. Tom Myers did an hour-long driving stream where the only things he talked about were how to give him money, like the stream, how tired he was, whether he was going to take a nap later. Josh, I am 100% in agreement with you. I think when I'm saying that he's different, though, is the guy actually has a real job. And so it's not like, I don't know, I have to believe that he does know stuff. That he does know what he's doing. But Tom, look, I don't think Tom is as delusional as Karmic. But look, I obviously could be wrong. But I also don't think that Tom is as interesting as Karmic because he's not as self-destructive.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Tom's interesting or wouldn't do as well. But Tom, again, I don't get a Tom Myers thing. I've only seen him a couple times on Kevin's show, so I really don't know that much about him. He lives in Baltimore, right? Or in that area. That's the extent of my Tom Myers knowledge, and that's a terrible 9/11 joke.
Yeah, and, the bong hit transplant or whatever. But, Tom is what Tom is, but he's like, there's always these open micers, right? That form these groups, and they'll have like groups where they all think they're very funny and they all talk to each other. And that's who Tom seems to be aligned with, is like the GD Henderson, whatever his name is. And there's some chick and whatnot. And they sit and they'll go and they'll talk about like politics and whatnot. And they'll all laugh at each other's jokes. And they end the stream and they feel good about themselves. And everybody else is like, what the fuck?
I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way when this stream ends. What did I just do?
That's how I'm feeling about it, and it hasn't even ended yet. All right.
Attico.
What do you call it? Yeah, Lady KB. Somebody said that Tom is using Chad for clout. Imagine using Chad Zumach for clout.
Yeah, he's a moderator for Chad or some shit.
Oh my God, Chad is just the worst. Everything that Chad does is somebody else's, and go ahead.
Chad definitely has his issues. I won't argue with that. But I said this before too. He does a lot of shit that people talk about on all of these shows. So he provides content, whether intentionally or not, for a lot of the Dabbler shows. Without Chad, there'd be a lot less to talk about.
Tell
Good,
me
bad, or indifferent.
what content has Chad provided lately?
I mean, I don't know about lately, but the Turkey Gate, the girlfriend, the going to Mersh's house, the Gino N-word bomb drop. I mean, those were 4 pretty big things that a lot of shows talked about for at least a week. And that's been since Thanksgiving. So the battle with Lady KB, that's been going on for months. That's been a topic. I mean, again, I'm not saying it's good what he's doing. I'm saying a lot of the shit he does, a lot of the shows talk about.
K Murph, local content like Mersh. I agree. Not that it's local content like Mersh, but that it's local content. Liam Yacanini is the only guy besides Tom that I've heard unironically say he wants his stream to be at the quality of Chad's one day. I have not heard Liam say that, but I do know that Liam thinks that he's a fantastic streamer. You know, and we should be lucky to have him. And I know when he goes on Clown Town, it's always like he's doing them a favor. So, whatever. So there's that.
Have you ever had Liam on your show?
Yeah, and once, but he doesn't like me, and
neither do I. And I'm here.
He refused to. He refused to come back on, and he thinks I have an attitude problem.
You do.
I do. Obviously I do. Apparently I wasn't giving him the due respect that he deserved. And we grew up in the same area, and so I knew a lot of the places that he went to and whatnot, and was talking about that. But you know, Liam's smarter than everyone, so he needs to let you know that.
There's a lot of that in the universe, a lot of the smartest guy in the room type deals.
Yeah. Not even me. Unbanned Josh Jenny fan. I'm not even remotely exaggerating. Josh, you're talking about if you're talking about the Liam thing, totally believe it. Haven't heard it, but it would fit. It would fit together. As far as Tom Myers and the karmic thing go, I just feel like Tom Myers has a life, like outside of this, and that's the difference. Like, I don't think karmic has anything. This is it. And if this doesn't work out, he's completely screwed. But what the fuck do I know? All right. Crumbum. Schmuel won't bring anything up I say. Bring up anything I say. Say something interesting and we'll bring it up. All right.
Mead?
So, well, we haven't, yes, it is. It is.
Well, isn't Final Boss is controlling the chats? Yell at Final Boss, Crumb.
So, there we go. Got him. So, yeah, Tom Myers' victims no longer have a life. All right. My people, like, the breakout star of Hackamania was, Jesus Christ, I can't even fuck his name. I was going to say TJ the Watcher. The hell is his name? Why am I fucking blank?
JT.
Huh? JT. Yeah, Jesus Christ. JT, definite breakout star.
So the phone screener for Tuki's show is the breakout star.
Yeah.
That's a bold statement.
But it makes sense because these people come from like the least expected places. But he really, it's like he doesn't come across as the most intelligent and effective and whatever of people. And he really was. He was there, man, and he was with it, and he put things together. He had it going, and the people loved him.
All right. Were you invited? Speaking of kind of Tuki, were you invited to the big dinner I heard about?
No.
You didn't get an invite.
No. I'm at the bottom of the rung.
All right.
I'm like, and I'm aware of that, so it's all good. But no, I was not invited to the high roller dinner or whatever it was called. That Tuki paid for.
Yeah, I heard he took everybody to Barry's, I guess.
Yeah, because an aunt tried to pay for it. He couldn't pay for it. But Tukey had already taken care of it. So very cool.
Well, I heard Anthony paid for some wine.
That's what I was told, was that Anthony tried to take care of the waiter with a check, and the waiter was like, "Man, it's already taken care of." So there we go. Frank's other handle, more Frank stuff. Next stream, Liam is going to do his uncomfortable laugh, saying he heard Schmuel talking about him while he was getting ready for a night out on the town. Yep. A little stroll over to 7-Eleven for a bag of Doritos. So there we go. Yes, we're serious. Final boss is leveling up in the dab, man. There we go. Was Missy B there? No, she was not. And we went, Cookie and I went to Oscar's, and it was awful. And they took my meal off the bill.
I went to Oscar's last year. It wasn't that bad.
I had lamb chops, and they were cold. I'm not kidding you. I mean, they were just like, they weren't even warm. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I said to the guy, I'm like, these are not even, they're not really warm. He's like, could you just take them back and heat them up? I would have been fine with that. And then the maitre d' comes out with a big giant cloth and everything, like it was going to burn my hands, like they were delivering you the metal plate at a steakhouse restaurant that's sizzling. He puts it down. I got to eat it. It was still cold. And I'm like, and I mean, they were nice about it, but they didn't really seem to care.
What did you want them to do? If they took it off the bill?
I mean, they took it off the bill, which was fine, but it wasn't like,
Did you want a job or one of KV's hand jobs? What did you want?
No, I want the fucking maitre d' or whoever it is to come over and say, I'm really sorry about it being, that your shit's cold, not just you delivering the check and go, oh, I took that off your bill.
Did you tell them you were Schmuel Buckman? Maybe they didn't know who you were.
I didn't have to. I was with Cookie, so all the attention was focused there.
Okay.
And we don't know. I don't. Frank, I'll ask Panhandler. Do you know Mint changed his profile picture? Panhandler.
I think Mint does that often.
Yeah. I never send food back. Schmuel is uppity.
Schmuel is uppity.
You fucking send. You gotta send food back.
Never.
Look, you don't do it at a fucking Greek diner, but at a restaurant like that, they're not going to spit in it. And
you don't.
You definitely do. You look, man. You're not paying $50 or $60 for a couple of lamb chops.
I dispute the bill, but I'm not going to send it back and have him bring something up. No, I'm good. I'll go downstairs and get a slice or something.
I'm sending it back. I sent it back. I wanted them to heat it. They didn't, and I wound up eating it. So, there you go. But I was looking forward to dinner at Oscar's, and was very disappointed. And the missus had their famous meatballs and something else, and her stuff was like lukewarm as well. So I got the feeling like, oh wait, this is touristy, Well, like, you're there for the ambiance and to say you were there, not for the food. Maybe.
Like I said, I thought it was pretty good last year, but I've only eaten there once. Last year was the first and only time.
And what did you have?
I think I had a New York strip. It was decent. I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible.
Shades Cal. I knew I love this woman. Cold food is unacceptable. Totally. I just, what do you call it? Yeah. And it was like super disappointing because I got these lamb chops with a baked potato, and I, crush up the baked potato a little bit, put some butter on it, and the butter's melting, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. Cold meat. It was disgusting.
You could write a strongly worded email.
Yeah, I don't do that. I got the money taken off my bill, but I did tip the waiter as if it was on my bill, just so you know. And by the way, you cheap fucks, if you get a gift, or not a gift, a discount from the place, so like we got a $25 food credit at Hashagogo, you tip the waiter on that money. You don't just take you don't tip on your bill minus the $25. That's embarrassing. So
I have no idea what you're talking about. Call the person out who did it.
So basically, Cookie and I were there. We had about a $50 bill, right? I had a $25 food credit. So
Oh, I see. Okay.
my bill was actually, it was
I thought
$25, but we
you were
tipped it 50.
right.
And these people from Hackamania who I don't know, who were at the next table, did the same thing, but left the tip on 25.
Okay, well, that would have been more interesting if you would have called
And
and
I
said,
felt like I threw the waitress an extra 5 because I was like, you're sitting there with your fucking Hackamania lanyard on, don't make us look bad.
yeah,
So
that's what's going to make everybody look bad.
I know.
Not Granny smelling like a fucking barn, walking around with no shoes.
Granny, dude, I mean, I could. So tomorrow, I imagine that there's going to be some Granny talk on Husey. So I don't know.
Hold on, stop. So you're going to save the Granny talk for Husey's show, not your own. Is that what you're about to set up here?
No. I mean, I thought about doing it, but then I'm just instead of I won't share as fact as much as I will share opinion. My personal opinion is I understand now why he lives in a fucking shed. So there we go. Buck, you send food back and give tipping advice. Stupid podcast for $2. Yep, I'm a man, an adult man. That's what we do. So just a shed is too good for this guy. I don't know how. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. He shows up at Hackamania and he looks like a homeless person, like not a bit about like you. All I'm thinking is if I lived in a shed without a shower and a bathroom, and I went to stay in a hotel, I'd shower at least 4 times before I came. I'd be in that shower so much, just getting clean and everything else. This guy looks like he's allergic to a fucking shower.
Yeah, I got a DM from somebody because I thought it was a bit, and we ended up talking about Granny. I was like, "Were you guys just breaking his balls?" And this guy's like, "No, he really did smell like terribly. Like it wasn't like I thought. Maybe you guys were just. It was just like the running bit or whatever joke." And this guy was like, "No, he like even. I think he said, kind of paraphrasing here. After he left, you could still smell him 15 minutes later."
He was in
The area that he was with, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask. I have to ask permission for something. Final boss, take a look in the private chat. Fuck, my keyboard is all fucked up. Anyway, Tommy, if you're still here, give me permission to tell the story. I'm probably gonna tell it anyway, but it'd be nice to know you gave me permission to do it. But he was up in Tommy's room. Tommy and Dave Sarra stayed in the same room. And, well, the story, so it's just great because so Sarah calls me, it's like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I think Saturday night. And he says, I'll be there in a couple of hours. And I'm like, all right, well, where are you staying? I don't know. So he got there and apparently he talked Tommy into, I know I couldn't type it in my keyboard. Sorry, Final Boss. In any event, I think I must have crumbs in my keyboard. So he stayed with Tommy. Hit the mute button. And the next morning, when we went to go stream, people were like, Granny was in the room, man. You should bring some Lysol or something. And I'm like, it can't be that bad. It was that bad. Tommy was burning incense and he had they had bottles of cologne open, trying to get the smell out of the room.
I mean, obviously he flew out there, so he went on a plane, so somebody had to sit next to him for like 4.5 hours, smelling like in a plane like that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was so fucking gross. And then he must have been fucking high or stoned all the time because he was just like he always looked fucking stupid wherever he was. And he lost his phone. And he's looking and looking and he can't find his phone and he's looking and looking and he doesn't know what he's going to do. He can't find his phone. Somebody walks out of the showroom and his phone is sitting right there on the slot machine that he was sitting at. Then he managed to lose his ID. so he can't
I
fly.
heard Dave Sarra tell a story that he left his ID in Dave's room and left a bunch of stuff, and he also like stole $20 from Dave or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Sounds like a good guy.
all right. So I'll tell the $20 story is part of the story I want to tell. But
Okay, this is why I want to kill you. We're an
Why?
hour and a half in. I've been asking you to say something interesting the entire time, and now you're finally getting into it. This is what you could have opened with.
Right, I know, but we're building up. We want to involve the chatters. It's a conversation. We're involving all of our people, right? We've got 82 people watching. It's like we get into it, right? Jesus Christ. So, well, I had to deal with you for the first fucking hour and a half.
You're welcome.
So, where was I? Anyway,
$20.
it really felt like my overall attitude was somebody paid for Granny to go, right? Like we know that, but
David Chandler.
so they paid for the flight, they paid for the hotel, and he had no money once he got there, like nothing. And he kept asking people to buy him a beer. He even asked Husey to buy him a beer.
He did not.
He did, man. And so I'm standing there talking with Husey, and Granny, he kind of walks up a little bit of distance away, and he's like, Granny kind of, Husey shot him a look, and then Granny's like, hey, buy me a beer. And fucking Husey is, I'll buy you a beer when you buy your kid a birthday present. And Granny was like, right now? Yeah, right now. And Granny walked away. Hold on a second. Panhandler equals eccentric for $2. Helix driver number 1.
It's one way of saying asshole. I appreciate you being nice about it, Helix. Thank you.
Yeah. What's the other word? What was the word that they used to use to call they call Pat Dixon? Not esoteric, but it'll come to me. Yeah, so but Granny had he was gonna kick my ass, right? When he got there, he was gonna kick this guy's ass, he was gonna kick this guy, he was gonna do all this shit. And he got there and it was like, oh, hi, Schmuel. And fucking eyes always down. And he had on like a Jesus, I think it was a Mexican beer hat. And I have not ever seen a filthier hat on a human being. I mean, homeless guys on 7th Avenue have better clothing than this guy. And and he's got that really beat alcoholic look, like he's super skinny, like they just don't look healthy. And he's got a tan because I guess he's in the Florida sun, but didn't get a haircut, didn't shave, didn't shower, same clothes all the time. It's just gross.
He also fucked a man, so.
Well, yeah, we'll get there, but
which I'm not sure I believe.
there is video. There is video. So Don JRX, let me use to fuck that. This is like one of those things where it's really hard. I think that's one of the reasons why I kind of lay off, because I feel I like Lemmy, and I feel like, oh, if I'm insulting him, I'm insulting her or whatever. But we all fucking make mistakes, and there you go. But at least in the time since they've been apart, the two of their lives have gone on different trajectories. So, but in any event, I just was like, I don't know what the fuck this guy was there for. I think he thought he was going to come and like all these people were going to hang out with him and whatnot. And dude, it was like he had a force field around him. Every time I saw him, he was alone. And whenever he approached people, people were like, he tried to hand Penny something. And she was like, I'm not touching that, But this is what, like, Mr. Big Shot, like when you listen to him stream, it's like, oh, he's the big shot. And he's like, I'm gonna kick this guy's ass. And I did this. And it's hard to believe that any of it's true.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm just surprised the smell thing is wild to me. That's all. I can't get over that. But I don't, because I think, right, Chandler bankrolled everything for him, right, for this entire trip, and isn't like I think Chandler's driving him back to Florida or some weird.
Yeah, Chandler is driving him back.
Why? I've done that drive. Why would you want to drive from Vegas to Florida if you don't have to? I mean, driving through Kansas alone is tough. So it just, the whole thing seems weird to me. And I don't believe the Latanya thing. I know they're saying there's video. I think Granny probably made an agreement with one of them and they'll give them, a couple of bucks or whatever. We'll say we'll do it and I'll take the money.
Tommy Jordan, I told Granny he flew here first class and rolled in the dirt before he walked in the hotel. It's all the work. Yeah, you wish it was. You can't, Tommy, the one thing is, you can't manufacture that smell. That BO smell of like alcohol coming through your pores and sweat and dirt and, the inside of your body decaying. And if you think I'm bullshitting, I think Spurg Snake, who does have the link, Spurg Snake verified my information. So, but dude, it was sad because it really was sad. Like, there are people that are annoying, right? Like Skinny Chad is annoying. The Granny thing was just sad. It's like it lost like a lost little boy. And he told me that he was 5'9.5". I used to be 5'8", so I figure I'm about 5'7" now, and we are roughly the same height. He might have a quarter of an inch or so on me. But he also has hair. It was it's sad. It's like sad to look at. And, and then like to degrade yourself even more, you're going to have sex with the tranny. I mean, he got what, $8,000 to do it, but
I just don't believe it. There's something else going on. There's no fucking way.
You what do you call it? Crumbum. I'd send you the link, but then I'm going to have to fucking get DMs for 3 weeks about how hurt you are. So that's why you're not getting
I think
link.
Crumb's like a big Granny simp, so he wants to.
I
think that's probably what's going on.
Unbanned Josh Denny fan. Normally, I think it was wrong to go for such low-hanging fruit, but Schmuel is a fellow addict and therefore has every right to brutally insult Granny for no reason. I'm going to agree with everything except for your last 3 words. The for no reason. There's a reason. And the reason is there but for the grace of God go I. I don't even believe in God, but we could all fucking wind up in that. And it's insane to me, like these guys like him, like John. I don't have any what do you call it? I'm fine, This is me. This is and I the saddest part is the guy was in rehab. They put him in rehab to get straightened out so he could deal with everything, and he fucking left because he's smarter than everybody else, right? And then he was going to kill it. One of the main tenets of AA is talk as much shit about another addict. It helps them somehow. See, unbanned Josh Jenny fan.
Maybe
I would say normally in 12-step programs, you don't talk shit about other people, but when people are out there fucking telling you shit, calling you shit, it's
maybe we can get Granny with Rob Saul, because that's all Rob Saul talks about now. He knows everything about sobriety because he's been sober for like 90 days. So he's the expert. Maybe those 2 crazy kids can get together. They can teach us all.
Look, the Rob apparently is not doing 12-step or whatever. But I will say that no guy with like 70 days should be telling everyone what to do.
It's a grift, and just like you say, everybody likes to tell me being an asshole is not a personality trait. So being sober is not a personality trait, and that's what Rob's seemed to done. And the grift seems to be working so far, so more power to him.
It's what do you call it? No, for Rob for now, sobriety for people that are new, I'm not saying shouldn't know about Rob. The people that are new, being sober is their personality trait. Like, because
Yeah, it's like
it's
CrossFit
all
bro,
it's
or Bitcoin bro. Just
it's
shut up about
but
it.
no, but it's all encompassing. Because it's like it's really hard to stop drinking, especially if you do it a lot. Because it involves everything. It's social. Do you know? Like all weekend long, people are saying to me, can I buy you a drink? Can I buy? And it's like, no, that's all right. And it's a little bit tough because it's fun. Hillock's Drive for $2. Sobriety is a choice. Uh, yeah, but it's more than just a choice. It's not the easiest choice in the world, you know. And so, um, when I see guys that are new getting celebrated so much, um, it makes me a little nervous. Because I have it, because it's like the problem is if they go back out, then everybody's going to be like, you got to get sober again, you got to get sober again. And then they tend to repeat, like, they'll go back and they'll be sober again for a little while because they're going to get all the accolades, you know? And it's I don't know, man.
I just quit. No programs, no meetings, no anything.
Right. And
No
you're a
meetings.
miserable motherfucker who's,
True, but I did it.
right.
I
And
don't talk about it constantly. I rarely talk about it. I go to Vegas all the time. I'm around booze all the time. So what? You just don't do it. I
well,
mean, that's it.
okay.
Like Helix just said, it's choice. You just don't do it.
Yeah, and by the way, it's Bill W. Crumbum, and no, I'm not his best friend. But what can I tell you? I would, I'll put my existence up against others. My certainly drinking existence versus now. But in any event, I don't want to get off track here. Um,
And you don't
it,
drink at all, right? You don't drink beer. You're completely sober.
nothing, yeah, nothing. It's
Straight edge.
not even weed. Um, but look, man, let me just the thing that look, my deal. I'm happy for Rob. I think Rob Rob is doing great. I hope he continues to do great. He'll probably get it. Hopefully he'll get it. Hopefully he continues and stuff. I don't have a problem. I don't have any issues with Rob. The Granny thing bothers me because it's like Granny is like, uh, ref- he's smarter than everybody else, right? And can't listen to anybody else. And he's also fucking evil and mean, like towards Lemmy, the shit that he said about her, the way he treats his kid, all that stuff. Now, look, I shouldn't be concerned, but the guy has decided to put his life out in public and talk about these things. So I can't help myself. I get viscerally angry at very few people in this universe, but Granny's one of them.
Okay. I'm not going to defend Granny. I mean, he's a piece of shit, drunk or not. So I mean, I don't care, and I think Rob's a piece of shit too. So I mean, I don't care about any of these guys. I think for Rob though, with sobriety, it's a bad idea with his personality to get back in the Dabbleverse so quickly, because I think it'll be a lot easier for him to relapse, getting back into this, because he's got so many haters and shit. So, but again, I don't give a fuck. Drink yourself to death. Go for it.
Well, I can't. Yeah, look, it's up to Rob. Like that's up to Rob,
Yeah.
right? And
I
he's gonna do it. And I can have an opinion about what's a good idea or what's a bad idea, but I'm not gonna. I'm not deciding that for Rob.
I'm not
So
deciding it either. I was just giving my opinion.
yeah, I just but so anyway, so Granny gets there, but I think like he really thinks this is, and look, it's all just opinion, right? But it seems like he really thinks like he's a celebrity, mini celebrity, or people are gonna like him, or people are gonna hang out with him. And I got to tell you, man, he seemed to be the guy that people were avoiding the most. And like even the people that are friends with him, that stream with him and are on his show and stuff, did not seem to be wanting to spend any time.
You got a real hard on for Granny.
You just figuring that out.
Yeah, I'm
All
picking.
right. Well, you want me to, but the thing is, you want me to spill some dirt and be, gossipy and stuff, and I do that, and you're like, oh,
No, because
how
there's
offensive.
nothing to say. I mean, I don't think it's a hot take that Granny's a piece of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that drinking. I mean, the smelling thing, him smelling like a fucking barn, stall to me is, is funny. Him being a loser that's not news. That's all.
Yeah. Just Jenny fan, here's a question that I have for you. Schmuel goes right back to about how odd it is that the homeless addict didn't seem to be acting logically. Wow. Um, are we universally, the Dabbleverse, are we guilty for giving guys like that money and support and making them think that there's something?
No. People are free to do whatever you want, at least for now. So if people want to support Granny or Rob or you or whomever, I don't care what another man does with his money. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it, but I don't have to understand what X Chatter does or people who super chat CarMax or whatever. I mean, I think it'd be great if people stopped super chatting CarMax and to see what his reaction would be. But it's not for me to say.
Yeah, you're missing. We're talking about two different things, man. See, these are separate. I'm thinking about like Ski Mask, right? It's guys like Ski Mask, guys like Granny, that are on these like self-destructive paths and life-ending self-destructive paths, and we encourage that behavior. Like, is that right? Is it wrong? Do we just do it, or should we be doing that?
How is the Dabbleverse encouraging it? By just watching their streams?
Are they sending them super chats, flying them to Las Vegas?
Again, I think you're getting to a dicey area where you're telling other people what to do or how to live their lives. If they are on some sort of self-deletion path, it's not my job to save them. I don't care. I mean, when you really think about it, how many of these people are really your friends? I would say not many. I would say not many really give a shit about you, give a shit about me, give a shit about each other. I think that's realistic. If I drop dead tomorrow, I'm sure there'd be great tweets that I hope I can at least see when I'm burning in hell. But then 2 weeks from now, nobody will remember. When Scarlett eventually dies, before the year is up, nobody's going to remember her. Nobody's going to give a shit. There'll be somebody else they're on to. I mean, that's just reality, right? I think you're thinking way too much about this shit. They aren't your family. They aren't your friends. You disagree?
They're members of society. You don't have any responsibility for the rest of you don't feel like, particularly like with Ski Mask, where it was so obvious that this guy was gonna wind up dead, that encouraging that behavior was something that people should do, and laughing and chuckling.
I think Ski Mask was different than these two guys. Like, Ski Mask had actual friends in this community, actual people that he's very close with. Like, I do believe, like, I wouldn't compare Ski Mask to Granny. That's all. I don't think it. Again, when a guy is on a self-destructive path, that's it. That's the path he's on.
So I'm not saying you can stop him from being on a self-destructive path. I'm suggesting that maybe you don't encourage it. Hillickstar for $2. I guess I'm getting mixed signals from you.
I don't know if that's to me or you.
I don't either.
I think he's being sarcastic, possibly. I guess I'm not following what you're saying. What is encouraging them to do it? Like, were people paying for them to drink?
Yeah, people were buying the guy beers the whole weekend. People flew. David did fly him to Las Vegas.
I thought we were talking about something different. Okay, then you'd have to talk about David Chandler about that. Like, I don't understand that relationship at all, because David, I think, is very generous on Granny's channel. That would be a good guest to have, or to ask him, himself. I don't know. But again, it's his money. He can do whatever. He can fucking burn it if he wants to. I guess that you're not going to stop people from doing stupid shit on the internet or encouraging people to do stupid things on the internet, right? Like, we're not saviors here. That's not. This is my problem with this universe, and why I'm going to get back to the Shield after this. Is that this is not like a nice place. This is not, and we've gotten so far away from comics and stories about green rooms and little chuckles and light ball busting to like this horrible community. That's just kind of gross.
Roy Cohn Esquire, Hordana, what do you know about Ski Schmuel? I know that Ski was killing himself online, and people were laughing at it and bringing him on shows. And the more irrational he acted, the funnier they thought it was. Yeah. So, and be nice. Schmuel had a chance to say all this to Granny's face, but nope, he didn't really care. It's all just words to Schmuel. You have no idea what I've said to Granny's face, my friend. So, criticize me when you have more knowledge. Hold on. Roy Cohn, we put that one up. What do you know about Ski? And I answered that. Look, you don't need to be a fucking genius. What do you call it? You don't need to be a genius to see somebody killing themselves, right? I mean, it's not, it's not that hard, is it?
No, but again, what do you want people to do about it?
Nice podcast, stupid, with another intelligent comment. Buck, next time give Granny your cold pork chops.
That was kind of funny. Come on, give Dan a little credit.
It's funny. What's funny about it? Tell me. Tell me what I'm missing that you find it funny.
That if he doesn't have a lot of money and he looks a little malnourished, you could have gave him your pork chops.
It's not yeah. Okay. I guess. All right. I don't get it, but there you go. The panhandler on a cross. Very funny.
No.
Don't prejudge, asshole. No, I'm judging. I'm not prejudging. So there we go. And Ski Mask was a real one. R.I.P. Ski, who drank himself to death at less than 30 years old. So,
I think he was 30. But again, I don't. The Ski Mask comparisons to these other guys are not the same, in my opinion. And that might just be my MLC bias, but I think it's two different. I mean, he was good friends with Stancil. He's friends with me. Stevie Lou was friends with him for a while. I know they had a falling out at one point. Like, he hung out with these guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? They spent time together. That's different than these other clowns.
All right, but if I see you engaging in a behavior that is going to get you killed, right?
Coming on the show.
Do I stop hanging out with you, or do I just keep hanging out with you and go, well, he's an adult. He can do what he wants?
Again, it wouldn't be like, I didn't know Ski Mask. It wouldn't be my place, but I'm sure Stancil, Stevie, Mead, I'm sure those guys had those conversations with.
I'm sure they did too. What I'm really busted on is that we had that he was on. I know that he was on Quadfather's show, and the crazier his behavior got, the more people laughed, the more it's funny. And then I think one of the last times he was on, he was driving hammered drunk to the store to get more booze, and everybody thought that was hilarious. I don't know. I'm just asking you: if it's encouraging, are we encouraging it? Should we be encouraging it? Should we just leave it alone? Am I being an asshole that I even think about that?
Well, you're definitely being an asshole. I'll answer that one first. You can't stop a guy from, again, like I said, you can't set up a grown man to do what he wants to do. And Ski Mask was a wild guy, and he liked to do silly, stupid things. And, he was funny and he was beloved. And I don't think those guys were encouraging him to do stupid. He liked to make his friends laugh. Again, Ski Mask is a different subject than these other guys. So I'm not comfortable talking about that shit. Like, I think I think it's different. Like, you
Stevie
just
Luke
have
comedy. He died suddenly. Yes, totally unrelated to years of alcohol abuse. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I got Last Dabbler standing for $5. It's good to meet you at Hackamania along with many other dabblers. Yeah, Last Dabbler, it was great, man. A lot of fun. Much to the chagrin of these guys. But it was a joy. Send Stevie the link. Am I still blocked by Stevie? I don't even know, but not sending Stevie the link. Not for that. I have Stevie on to talk about it, but not right now. You're not a doctor. I don't need to be a doctor, do I? Right? Some things are obvious. Do I need to be a doctor to tell that someone's missing their leg? Go ahead. Anyway, Panhandler. Look, man. Yeah, here it is. Chris Mack is the reason why Ski Mask is dead. End of story. And so there you go.
You can pull up Peanuts. Do you mind pulling up Peanuts?
I don't know if I can see. Oh, Peanut. Weak sauce, Panhandler. Conversation gets real and you don't want to talk.
I already admitted that it's my bias to the MLC universe and how, like, below Ski Mask was. Yeah, so I don't feel comfortable talking about it. So if you want to call me a pussy for that, that's fine. That's a fair comment by Peanut.
All right. I'm using Ski Mask and Gurney as examples, okay? I'm not, and it's because they're the ones that we have available to us. There's many more, but they're not in our universe. The question that I'm asking is, are we encouraging, like with Karmic, obviously they're encouraging the behavior, right? But like to be an asshole or a low-cal or whatever it is, but it's not going to kill them. And with these, with other people, right? Like that's the thing. Like when you got a guy like Granny or a guy like the Ski Mask guy, it's like you can see the harm they're doing to themselves, like physical changes and stuff like that. And I'm just asking. I'm like, is there part of us that's encouraging that? And is that a shitty part of the Dabbleverse, or is it all just part of the Dabbleverse?
Just like anything else, I think there's a little truth to it, and it's not everybody, but sure, there's trolls that want to see people do the dumbest stuff possible, or maybe, for example, would love to see Chad get another DUI or do something stupid or get arrested again for stealing. Of course, there's people that want to fucking see bad things happen to these people. I mean, there's some mean motherfuckers out there. I don't think it's the entire. I would like to think that most of us want to laugh or joke or bust balls or make fun of each other and kind of, the good-natured rimmering thing. I don't think everybody's out to watch, hope somebody meets their maker type thing. I don't think that's the quote-unquote community at large, no. But again, grown men are going to do what grown men want to do, and if a $5 super chat makes you do something or encourages you to do something, then you're a fucking idiot.
We realize, but but are they capable? But they're, I guess that's the point, man. They're idiots, or they're mentally deficient. Are we encouraging retards to be more retarded? That's my question.
Probably.
And this is Guru One. Granny can handle his booze like no other. And if you don't believe that, just ask Granny, I guess. But my view is you can see it. All right. Steph 2, or maybe the show's helped him feel less alone.
Could be.
$1.99, absolutely. It's possible.
Yeah.
All right. It's this is you're
I don't know what else to say. I'm not giving you the answer you want. I don't know. I personally can only speak for myself. Is somebody that says something to me going to encourage me to do something or not encourage me to do something? Probably not. If it was one of my friends, like Jason Bentley and I are friends, if he says something to me, I'm going to listen to him. more likely, or take his with a greater weight, fat joke, than somebody else saying something, right? Because I have an actual relationship with the guy. With the random screen names, probably not.
Gotcha. I guess the thing is, having been around for so, as long and whatever, and it feels like Granny is just not a random stream name to me. So, there you go. And but this is an easy 123 is pretty much, thank you. You answered the question I'd asked. It's the same across all internet communities.
Okay.
And Guru One, high horses. It's not about high horses. My question is, and life is tragic. We can't control the actions of others. Absolutely, I agree. What I guess, and either I'm not making it clear, or I've made it clear and I've gotten an answer that I don't want, and that's why I keep asking it. Which is, if I had the same problem with Scarlett. It's like, this person is obviously mentally fucking deficient, and we're encouraging this crazy, like, we're encouraging this behavior. Do we bear any responsibility?
No,
for
because
that?
somebody like Scarlett is worse than Tommy, like asking for the link or calling Kevin or wanting to go on shows. She's in chats, always wanting to be a part. Like, she's, again, probably not in the right mental state to do any of this shit, but she wants to ramble on like an idiot for an hour and a half on these shows. By the way, and she was in porn, so she probably is not the most balanced young woman out there. So her problem started way before the fucking Dabbleverse. Like, I would imagine most of these people, my problems. I mean, I'm not going to blame the Dabbleverse for my lot in life. I think that's weak. I think you're missing, or I'm not hearing from you, is personal accountability. And that's what people have to take. Accountability. Adults take accountability for their lives. Period.
Right. And look, I guess what I'm saying is, are they capable of taking accountability? Like, at some point, do others have a responsibility, not to take accountability for them, but to not encourage dangerous behavior? I mean, that's
their
the question.
Their friends, I would think, would be the ones that would have the responsibility.
Okay.
Not us.
All right. So, I mean, essentially that's the answer. The answer to my question is, do whatever you want. So, I won't have them. I don't want to have them on my show because what do you call it? Because I don't want to encourage. Like, I don't want to encourage that behavior. And so, I guess I will just continue to do that.
Okay. Pull up Josh Denny's chat.
Yep. At no point in the last 2 hours, Panhandle said anything worthwhile. Time to kick him and go to chat only. It's been a tough. I gotta say, it has been a tough road. What do you call it with you tonight? It's like, because it's weird. It's like you're miserable, and you're just. It's like you're making an effort to be miserable. That's what it felt like.
Actually, unlike you.
Well, now you're participating, but early on it was like you were.
You're
all right.
I could strangle you. I came on. I told you what I read. I told you what I saw. I made fun of you for your tweets that you took a little too seriously, and then an hour and a half later, you talk about some of the interesting stuff, the Granny stuff or whatever.
Well, because because you didn't seem interested in being. You didn't seem interested in being here. You're just miserable, and I'm like, I'm not gonna waste.
That would make Josh very happy.
I'm not gonna waste stuff on. It's like, what's the point?
Great, say it for Husey.
No, it's not. Not wasting. I'm not wasting it. It's not about wasting it on you, but it's just like, it can be different depending upon which panhandler I'm gonna get on a particular night.
The angry one.
Earl Skakel. Scarlet's being passed around the Dabbleverse. Oof.
That's usually on the show, Earl. Why don't you get Earl on the show one night?
That's what Earl Skakel. See, here's the deal. Earl may be like saying oof, like, oh, big deal. But to me, it seemed like it's what do you call it? I don't know. It didn't feel right to me. That's all I can say to you.
What didn't?
Passing Scarlet around the Dabbleverse.
It's not Earl's fault.
Nobody's saying it's Earl's fault. Jesus Christ, where are you?
Hey, where are you, David?
Oh my God. It's like, look, I don't know. I don't know, Panhandler. We're trying to like, what Earl's chat is essentially, it's a statement, but it generates a question. I'm asking the question, right? The question is, again, because we're doing, is it right? Is it wrong to be doing this stuff, to be passing Scarlet around the Dabbleverse, right? When Earl said that, I pictured the girl in high school who, 15 guys fucked out in a car, but
At once.
which was pretty disgusting. Well, one after the other. But the deal, my deal is like, I'm asking a question. Is it correct? Is it incorrect? Do we have any kind of moral responsibility? I mean, if you just want me to do fucking goofy shit and talk about,
What are you getting so angry
who
about?
sucks at Hackamania, I can do that. But
that's what I thought we were going to talk about, and then we got very serious about
Jada ain't no Hallie.
Addiction and everything else. And
but we're not.
It's not
I guess
my fucking responsibility. If Granny wants to drink himself to death, I don't give a fuck. I think he's a piece of shit. I don't care. If Rob Saul wants to get back, start drinking and mainlining heroin through his eyeballs, I don't give a fuck. It's not my responsibility. These people go on stream voluntarily because they want to. Nobody's putting a water gun to their head, for YouTube terms. So I don't give a fuck. I don't know these people. They're not my friends. I don't care about them the same way they probably feel about me, the same way they do feel about me. That's all. I'm not moral authority for anyone.
But I'm asking you the wider question. The wider question. As a community, should the community be encouraging it or not? That's the wider question. And step 2, it's a values-based judgment for each person. 100%. Trying to find out what fucking Panhandler's values-based judgment is.
Should it? Probably not. But again, I'm not that invested in it. You're asking a question. This is classic Buckman. You're gonna keep asking the same questions with different variations until you get the answer you want. Should we encourage these people to be the worst version of themselves? No, but I don't care. I mean, that's the answer. No, we shouldn't, but we do, and we're here. So we're all wrong and we're all bad. Is that what you want to hear? I mean, I agree. No, these idiots should not be on stream. They should try and get their life together. But that's not going to happen. And it's certainly not going to happen because Panhandler said it should happen. Right,
but that's what you're saying what the idiot should do. I'm asking you, what do the other people do? Is sending them super chats okay? Is it not okay? Do you think it's more dangerous than it's helpful? Any of that stuff.
Maybe it is helpful if they don't have a lot of money so they can go buy more booze. I don't know. I mean, maybe this is a serious source of income for them. So they need their 40, 50 bucks a night or whatever Granny makes a night. Maybe he counts on that money to survive, or whatever his view of surviving is, or whatever his basic level of survival is.
Nice podcast, stupid lie for $2. Not doing a good job of dispelling rumor HM3 was a dud. Well, I don't think you should be the person to talk about duds. But there you go, bud. Thank you for your $2. Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What do you think? Since you asked,
obviously, I don't think it's. I've asked this question a lot because I don't think it's a great idea.
And what would your solution to this be? To stop supporting these people?
I would stop supporting. I would.
Okay.
This is a classic individualism versus collective argument.
Sir. Yes. And Schmuel knows that I'm an individualist just by my politics alone. That I don't believe in any sort of welfare or welfare state or security net.
A responsibility for your fellow man?
No. I've done my bid for God and country.
Okay. If you say so. No, I
say this all the time. I'm on the only team that matters, mine. That's it.
That's it's not the way civilizations are built, but all right.
I didn't say you had to agree with it or you had to subscribe to my approach to life.
Yeah, so it's narcissistic to think you can change it if you don't got that power. I get what I guess I'm of the belief that the actions of the individuals eventually become the actions of the entire society. So there we go. Panhandler's obviously not aware of the influence he has. We listen. None of us want to end up like you, so
That's
we
fair.
heed your warnings.
Yes, exactly.
Shades
do not end up like
cow.
me. You're
Who
absolutely
exactly are these idiots, and why do you want to save them?
That
It just what do you call it? This is my fellow man thing. I'm old. I want to see people saved. And Calverton says, don't encourage self-destruction. Thank you, Calverton. Half of the chat is drunk ourselves. How the fuck are we going to save Granny? Not the question. I'm look at this. There's a $1.99 super chat from Roy Cohn Esquire. I'm on Team Panhandler.
Again, I'm not sure if it's sarcasm or not.
And if Roy Cohn is who he's looking to, you'd fit in perfectly.
Yeah, I know Roy, or the chatter, I should say.
Oh, look at this. Unbanned Josh Denny fan. I don't think you're the person to talk about duds. The guy who invited Panhandler on to talk about it.
This guy's on my ass.
Oh yeah. Josh is up there tonight. All right, man. I think I'm gonna wrap it up, but I want to go what do you call it?
On a happy note.
I want to spend some time with these guys trying to
give Josh what he wants, the chat.
See if I can get this what do you call it? Rope off from around my neck that I've formed here.
I'm gonna go try and save some people with my positive messaging on Twitter.
All right, buddy. See you later. Thanks, man, for coming in. All right, the one pun. I got to meet the one pun this weekend, and good guy, and got quad there. It's a form of addiction. If you stop giving the attention, they find another way. Only they can decide to change. And yeah, I mean, I agree with that stuff. But what do you call it? I'm just asking the question about encouraging certain behaviors. That's all. Not a big deal. And Rudy Baga, that made me laugh out loud, Pan. Let's put it up there. And let's see. EFS 66, the best part of the show. And yeah, I can't stay up too long. And we would have gone longer. Is it positive if you get to the core of it, Panhandler? I'm with you on this one. I need more explaining on that one. Schmuel, give us a deep dive on your thoughts about your Euphoria season premiere. Oh, I've never seen it. Don't know. Somebody I think confused. I was talking about industry the other night, and you guys thought I said Euphoria, but no, I have no idea. But I would bet that isn't that the one with Zendaya? Husey, I think, would be the guy that asked to do it. EFS, the one pun that sounds like a passage in Dr. Jones' Grail Diary. All right. TJ, Penny was banged up at the airport. Let's listen to her words of wisdom. Penny was banged up at the airport. I have no idea what you're talking about, Tim. Met Penny. Penny was fun. I think, what did Cookie describe her as? I think she called her a pistol. All right. Dabble versus online bullying. We pick targets and then go after them. We mock them and encourage their awful behavior. You do this too. Okay. I'm not arguing that. I'm just asking questions. I certainly encourage it with some of the more. I'll just shut up on that subject. No, I think I think it's a super interesting question. I think that do we are we encouraging some kind of stuff that we shouldn't be encouraging? And I know it's the internet and I know it happens and all that, but I'm like, if this person were a friend or a neighbor, would I be doing the same thing, and I guess that's you know, or society or whatever. But who knows? Who knows? Um, all right. Uh, let's get back to some here. Back to this. No, you obviously watch you for, but that is too logical. You always zig when we think you zag, Buckman. Oh, weird. I wouldn't even know if they were alike, but there we go. Um, Tim, have you noticed Schmuel's eyes don't bulge as much as they used to? Um, I think it had to do because the camera's gotten better. Steph 2 says individualism, if the individual is empowered and utilizes their agency, that is a net positive. Energy not wasted trying to save everyone else. Yeah, let's not confuse trying to save everyone else with trying to prevent destruction of other people. All right, and I could care less. Da 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 da. KB will just respond with the Zumok show. Yeah, Zumok. Zumok is it's just interesting to me because I don't understand. I honestly don't understand living l- I don't know. It's just living without money and like uh I mean, I guess if you're an artist or something, I don't know, but it's just like uh it just seems like awful, just an awful way to the lies. It just seems like it's way more difficult than it would be to just live like a regular thing. So uh Ethan Ralph is amazing. It's amazing that Ethan Ralph is a thing. That's for sure. I can do that. Can I sell you one industry? Um, just watch it and started watching it by accident and wound up watching the entire thing. And I thought it was interesting. And I think there's one more season of it, and I think that should be interesting too. Um, did they mercilessly mock any lol cows? What were the shows about? I don't think so, but it's not the discussion. It's not the what do you call it? It's not the discussion that I'm engaged in here. But yeah, of course they did, right? Um, and then but the question always becomes is at what point does your mocking the lol cow make you a lol cow? Uh, I, I am interested in that. Um, Be Nice, Schmuel, any way to get Ice Dancer and TFB on Schmuel talk together? They have so much potential as streamers. Getting the final boss on is a fucking nightmare. Apparently, he only wants to do Clown Town in the middle of the night on Saturdays, but he is here usually pulling up the chats and stuff. Ice, I think I might have invited Ice on. I don't know, but the deal is that I would probably have to go. I would have to go through Mersh to ask Ice to come on. I don't know. I just the thoughts crossed my mind, but it's just like I don't want to get in, I don't want to get in the middle of it. So there we are. So are you aware of the fact that generally people from poorer countries are happier than Americans? There are people that are poor that live a godly life. Um, yeah, in Shades Cal, that is from you. And I don't want to confuse what do you call it? Happier um, with struggle. That's what I think that's what I'm talking about. I mean, I think some like look at Chad, and it just seems like everything is a struggle. Like there's not happiness, and so there we go. It's another asshole opinion of mine. But yeah, and I work with and deal with a lot of people from a lot of poor countries that are way happier, and it's because they're not struggling, right? And they're not. What's that thing? The old they used to call it keeping up with the Joneses. So pretty much. All Dabbleverse hosts are low cows. They want to watch other ones have convinced themselves and people convince themselves and people as dumb as them that they aren't. That what makes the Dabbleverse interesting. Um, dude, I, I just want to say that what do you call it? That I think the locale thing spreads from the streamers into a lot of the troll chatters and stuff. The because there's a lot of people that it's funny because there's a lot of people that a lot of the trollers think that they're so much smarter than the streamers. Like people think, let's say karmic, I guess maybe like people troll the shit out of them thinking that uh, they're winning, but it's giving the guy an income. So I don't know what the I don't know where that goes. I have a question. Rochi88, when did you arrive in Vegas, Schmuel? And I have a question for you, Rochi. What do you think of clip shows? And God, Rochi and I had so much fun. And my age restriction was removed from Saturday's show. So check it out on Schmuel Talk. It's up there. Any Book Maniac merch in the works? No, not currently. I do have my logo trademarked. So, but that was just doing it. Ray is not a a lolcow Denny fan. Take it back. Very funny. Whose life is cooler, Chad or Smelton? I gotta say Chad. You're gonna have to figure that one out, but I think I would disagree. Too bad you weren't in the Bahamas. I could have saved that hooker. I'm lost. All right. This is the truth. Out of everywhere that I've been, Americans are the unhappiest, even the richer ones. And I've been to some poor ass countries. You know what? You can't make but you can't make a determination on a short visit someplace. And the generally, but particularly if you're a tourist, you're going to interact with the paid to be happy people. So you got to get out in there to know that. And I've never paid a dabbler a cent. Okay. So let's see. We're all locals if you don't think you are the biggest one of all. Rudy, thank you. That was what you were you put into words what I was trying to say. Yeah. Someone should start a mental health check-in show for the dab. I think it would be pretty funny. And I do. Chad may do some gay stuff, but Melton seems generally to do nothing. You don't know Melton. So there's that. But it depends, right? Like it depends. If you're just talking about on stream and whatnot, that may be one thing. But if you're talking about like in life, very different. Okay, I've only been to America once, but I swear that Americans are really nice. And yes, I didn't tip. Goddamn British. No wonder why we don't like you. Hirochi was a lot of fun to be with. And there we go. And I hate to say it, but Rochi's actually a pretty good guy. I mean, he'll probably, talk shit about me, but we had a lot of fun doing the stream. And he was definitely so when I said JT was the breakout star, that's I mean on stage and all that stuff. But among people with who just had popularity that people wanted to talk to, people wanted to see, people were excited about, Rochi was it. Rochi was definitely among the top 2 or 3 people that people wanted to interact with. And I don't think he needed to be alone for a moment, and I don't think he ever had to buy himself a drink. But he did try. So I do know that, and I actually I got Rochi a drink, and Rochi gave the bartender a tip. So you did tip now that I think about it. So there we go. Rochi is definitely an alpha. Yeah, alpha with a good what do you call it? But like with a good attitude. He does that thing where he'll alpha people, but they don't know they're being alphaed. I don't know if that makes any sense. So there we go. I didn't need I made sure I didn't take the Mickey. I didn't need to. So yeah, but there we go. All right, guys. I'm losing. I'm trying to keep up with this. Oh, Joey C14 with the wife. I heard you have you do this. Wait. All right. I'm gonna read it first once through, and then I'm gonna try to translate it. Okay. With the wife, I heard you have you do this. You stream. Shit. Sorry, Joey. You gotta write better. You do this, you stream all the time, what you love and want instead of going to take care of business with your wife. Buckman, you my kind of asshole douche. Dean, how are you? How are you, buddy?
Hello.
You're
How do I sound?
you're echoing.
Oh.
And
Fuck around with settings.
let's see if we get rid of that echo.
Is that better?
I don't think we have it. It's gone. Can you hear me?
Is that better?
Yes, 100%.
And how's my volume?
Low?
It's low?
Yeah.
What about now?
Still low. Could you go up a little higher?
No, I fucking can't. How about now?
Look, we'll by with it, but it could be louder.
Something about your stream.
But I have old ears, so that might be me. Maybe I should turn up my volume.
I had to turn everything down the other day on my show, and now I'm turning everything back up for you.
Well, it's because you love me.
Am I going up any now?
No, you're fine. Let's just move on here.
Sorry,
All right.
I'm sure everyone's fucking loving me.
So I want to give the presidential candidate attention with a wife. I can't make any sense of this. Can you?
Well, with the wife I heard you have. Yeah, so Cookie. Put it back up. You did stream all the time. What you love and want instead of going to take care of business with your wife, you Buckman, you kind of asshole douche. All right, so he's saying you should spend more time with your wife, I guess.
I think this is the him saying, if I read it correctly, I think, he's told us often that he bangs his Christina every night, and I'm not taking care of my manly duties. So that's what I think it is. But asshole douche, I got no problem with that. So Joey wants to be with your wife. How about Joey? Take your own advice. Thank you, Rochi. And yeah, it was we missed Joey at Hackamania.
Did you though?
No, not at all. And we had Cupcake dressed up and doing his Joey C impression, which is 10 times funnier than the actual Joey C.
Yeah, I actually heard about that today. I don't remember what I was watching. Oh, it was Christian Blatt. That's right. They were talking about Cupcake winning the costume contest.
Yeah, I was persona non grata at the costume contest because I had called it gay.
You can't go to a gay thing after you called it gay. That'd make you gay.
Oh, here we go. Joey C. Coward loser I have ever seen, and Panhandler is right. Buckman begged his way to the stage. I promise you he is.
Did you get on stage, did you?
Oh, they did Hackamania free right at the end of the thing, and I don't know, somebody was up there they had the table set up and you could like stream, and somebody was doing it, and then Rochi and I did it, Husey and I, there were a bunch of people, yeah. So I guess the answer is yes, but there were like 130 people watching. It wasn't like you know, the big stream or whatever. But it was a lot of fun. But it was tough, man, because we went up there with. I went up with one guy. Oh God, PAA or something is like political anti something or other, and or political alcoholics anonymous, something like that. Political addicts anonymous, and it was just like, uh, oh, so like, what do you do? And then he just starts breaking down local candidates in Nevada, and I got lost it. Buckman noise at these event is so brown. After he upped their asses, fucking pathetic. All right. I think Joey's a little I think Joey's got a little Buckman whatever the word is I'm looking for.
I'd love for like a segment on the show. You have Joey C on, and you put him backstage, and he sends in a chat, and then he comes in and says what it was supposed to say. You know what I mean?
And Rochi, Melton did that for his own entertainment. I know that's why he put us up there, Rochi. And I know you like to think it's just me, but you know, at least that's what Melton told me was get up there and I'm going to send Rochi up. So who knows?
All to the big time.
PA Pie. That guy isn't that bad. He's not. It was just not. It wasn't like I don't know. We just didn't mesh. And we had that skinny Chad guy on that Roach and I were both convinced is going to be a serial killer, if not already.
I think everyone's convinced of that, actually. Yeah.
It was weird, dude. It was like
that Echo interview Echo did with him. That's such a bonkers situation.
Oh, I have to listen. I haven't heard it.
Oh my God, that was rough on Echo. He did well considering.
Yeah, it's what do you call it? It was the whole thing was quite strange. All right. Mango Moosier, $3 super tip. Schmuel is a saint in the Valley of Men. Thank you, Mango. I appreciate that. But yeah. So anyway, did you watch it at all, or?
Pretty checked out for over a week. Really. Just different things, busy and all of that. Just not spending as much time listening to shows. But I've been catching up on a little bit the last couple of days. And obviously, yeah, I was listening to who are these broadcasters actually? Who's ever said that? Yeah, I was listening to some of their stories. I think like every event, people expect a lot of shit, but it's like it's just people have fun, they hang out, and every now and then someone's an idiot and everyone talks about it. But if no one was to put their hand up to be the idiot, these events tend to go by without anything really being talked of.
Yeah. Yes. I can't disagree with you. RP 3703 for Donna. Did you talk to the Jim and them guys at all? No. But they, as far as I know, they weren't around. Like they were there, they did their show, and then the guy who did the he was the first comedian, and I think he left. So by the time he was gone, and I honestly to God, I didn't really know who they were.
I heard him on who were these podcasts, I think.
Mhm.
You said Jim and them, right? That's what you said?
So I'm gonna, if you could speak up or like really close to your mic, because I'm having trouble hearing you.
That's why I stopped, because I was like, I got a feeling this isn't loud enough. How's this?
Better, much better.
Yeah. When I get too relaxed, I think I soften my voice. What was that? You said Jim and them, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw them on Who Are These Podcasts once. I'd never heard of them. I had no idea what they do or anything.
Yeah, and I hear that's a popular show, right? It's just that it's Corey Feldman. Not a lot. I don't know a lot about Corey Feldman, and it would be like if you just popped in on Stuttering John, right? And you didn't have like the history or any of that stuff. You'd need something. You'd need like some kind of I don't know, catch-up refresher or a primer on it, something like that. But Frank, why does this not surprise me? I thought Jim and Them was the best show there. So,
What do you
um,
mean? Like, if you know what it is and they're good at it, I'm sure it was.
yeah. So, but right. So when people say it's not a good show or whatever, I think it meant like it's more like it's not for me, or I didn't, get it or understand it, as opposed to them being bad. Because you saw like, oh, they suck, and I was like, they don't suck, they're just not. It just We just weren't ready for him. But he brought in what do you call it? Dick Masterson like a year ago or whatever. I think Dick Masterson was there the last 2 years. I had no idea who Dick Masterson was, and enjoyed him at Hackamania. It's like enjoyed those shows. So not that I stuck with them, but there we go.
Well, I
All
think
right,
that's the
now
thing with a lot of the guests sometimes is like they incorporate into other shows, and you're like, oh yeah, this person's funny. But if the person does their own show, you're not necessarily going to be into it because it's not what you're into. You know what I mean?
gotcha.
You can't hear
Okay.
me, can you? Should I just
No,
say
I can't. I can't. I'm getting you. I have to be honest. I did get distracted a little bit by Joey's
shit? I
tweet.
got the classic Schmuel distracted. Woo!
Yeah. No. Yeah. But and some of them, like, um, I don't know, when they come in on different, like when I went to see WATP in Detroit and they had like the Drew Lane thing going on and whatnot. So I don't know Drew Lane, but I know him from Carl, right? Like I know that stuff. And so it was like, uh, there was a link that you could work with. Whereas with these other guys, it was just like, I honestly had never heard of them. And then it was like, oh, it's a Corey Feldman thing. And they really did like a regular Corey Feldman show instead of a who's Corey Feldman and why would you find him? You know, like how did we find Corey Feldman so there's a bit of a learning curve because it was one of Corey Feldman's sons or a son of Corey that makes like sort of anti Corey posts or something. And they have this guy coming up, but you have no idea that's his son until later on. And it's like, it would have made more sense, had you known it before. But then again, everybody who watches the show knows, oh yeah, that's Corey's son, you know? So, yeah, I just want to fuck with, I apologize. I'm going to be popping off soon, but I did want to have you on. I want to ask you a couple questions, but I do want to fuck with Joey a little bit. So, Joey C14, the guy who judges everyone by the cover is preaching, and all you fucking idiot listen. He is such a fucking piece of shit. He won't even see anything I have said to him tonight. The biggest fucking, I got to tell you, if it, I could certainly be accused of judging a book by its cover. But when it comes to Joey C, I've read every chapter 3 or 4 times. It's the same shit over and over again. And it's the same guy. It's like, let me do anything I can to avoid dealing with the responsibility of today. So, that's it, you know.
Roachy.
Hmm?
You're starting to sound like Roachy.
Oh, really? I didn't know. I just it's this whole running for president thing is just, it's, to me, is it's such bullshit. And I feel like he's like, I was listening to it and he's like, he really thinks that like he could win this thing, like God chose him for this, and it's ridiculous.
Does he believe Joey, do you believe you can become president? Like, really? I get the running for it thing and it's legit, but do you really believe that? Surely not.
He really thinks he can. Joey, do you think you can run for president? And you think, and like there's so he just, and the lies, the chronic lies. But like it was so funny because during Hackamania they did the storage pours thing, and Joey finds drugs apparently with like a trap house, I guess, or whatever. And Joey finds drugs, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I had a meth test kit handy. I've been sober for years, but I just happen to have this meth test kit laying around." And Rochi is very funny. Is Joey used the meth found in the storage locker, and I think the general consensus is that Joey tested it, sans kit. But the deal is, you didn't have to lie. You could just say, "Look, I was a fucking meth head. I know what it looks like." You know,
Right.
like
Yeah.
you don't. But you make up this tale of the meth kit, and then this other, and it's just like nobody believes anything. And so Stuttering John's fingernails, not only our first Italian president, but our first retarded and addicted to methamphetamine president.
Isn't Trump? Well, Trump's addicted to amphetamines, isn't he? Isn't he on fucking whatever that pill is?
Adderall?
Yeah, Adderall or the.
I don't think Trump is. I think Trump's always been like a fucking nut. And but like one of the things he was famous for in New York was he's like one of those guys that goes to bed at like 9 o'clock and get up at 4, and uh, and always had like tons and tons of energy. And I mean, maybe now he needs something to keep going, but it didn't seem like that then. But he's also sober. Um,
I know that. But I assumed because of prescription, he would give himself a pass. Do you know what I mean?
and Rochi how did Schmuel's nuts taste? And Rochi come not as good as Husey. There you go. And Joey C. I'm sorry, this is a Joey C. Decline host. I have never told you before you are the best. If I have never told you before, you are the best. Wait a week, decline host. Sorry.
I'm voting for Joey anyway. Got my vote, Joey.
Yep. You and all the other. I had a laugh because it was like, who's he going to get to vote for him, right? Nobody in his family's allowed to vote. But I thought it was pretty funny. Richie, Joey used the drugs. You can go back to early December after he and Rocco bought that locker. Joey did a live stream at 3 a.m. and went on for 3 hours. Wow.
Why are you yelling,
the
Rochi?
A-logger. Rochi's squealing. Joey C could appeal to the common man.
True.
If the common men were all crooks.
He's in.
And is everyone in life meant to be taken seriously? Why would you take Joey seriously about anything? Shades Cal, point, case and point, or is it case in point? I never get that right. And that's it. So, would you have liked to have gone to Hackamania? I mean, like if you could, or
Yeah, look, if it was on the east coast of Australia, I would have been there for sure. But fucking hell, a day and a half to 2 days of travel to go to a 3-day event. It's not worth it. It really isn't.
Yeah, you'd have to put it together with something else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And but we did get Tracy Hollywood there.
Oh, she went again. Good for her.
Yeah, and she was my witness. While she was standing with me, I got paid $1,300 5 times on the bubble craps machine.
Jesus.
So
that beats your last year record, right?
yeah, well, it would if I had walked away with all that money, but I walked away with about 3,300 of it. So
Not bad.
I'm not complaining. I had won 1,700 the first night, and I lost it, right? And I just stopped gambling. I was like, I'm just not going to gamble. And then I went looking for the player's card, and I thought I had like a food credit on it or something. And there was a chick at the desk. I went up, and she's like, "Oh, you have $300 in slot credit on here." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" And yeah, so there's some rules about you having to use it. But in any, what happened was, I went over a slot machine. I thought it was going to be, all right, I'm going to put this thing in. It's going to 300, and I'm just going to hit max bet, until it runs out. And I actually walked away with, it was either 165 or 265 on the little betting slip.
Yeah.
And I think 165. And that's what I started playing with at the craps machine. And then it all worked out. So I was like, oh, this is fucking great.
You're on a heater, as they say in Vegas.
Well, once a year at the plaza, they're either going to have me back or not have me back. I'm not really sure. But it was pretty wild because
I don't
the
think you're
machine.
getting that much.
But the machine kept saying like, so it was like I had like say $1,700, right? Like in cash playable, and then it would say, you have a hand pay of $1,300, and it would stop. And then what would happen is they would come over and give you the 1,300, but you still had whatever other money you had in the machine. So
Yeah, it's when you have an online gambling account. Any money you deposit, you can't withdraw. You can only withdraw winnings. And like any bonus bets and shit like that, you can't withdraw any of that. You can only bet what you've won. Does that make sense?
yeah, but no, I could get all the money out of the machine. That's not what I'm saying. So it's like, let's say I had $1,000 in there, right? And then I hit for whatever. When the machine said you have a hand pay of $1,300, the $1,000 was still there to play or cash out. It was legit. It was legit money. It had something to do with they were changing the cash boxes or something like that. I have no idea what it was, but because after they changed out the cash boxes, the machine just paid, but I didn't really stay that much longer. So, but it was pretty cool. But I was every time the machine said hand pay, I kept taking a picture and sending it to Rocco. But I was glad Tracy was there talking to me because she'll verify it.
Did Rocco hang out with anyone, or did he just gamble all weekend?
No, the show that he put on was unbelievable and a lot of work. So I saw him working. He was in the theater the whole time until after like Sunday night, and then I saw him out at the like the stadium bubble craps machine. And I found a solo machine like that you play by yourself. So I was sitting over there, but Rocco and Rochi says Rocco had a blast. Rocco did have a blast, and he's a better looking Ava than Ava, that's for sure. And
he didn't have the rack though, did he, Schmuel? Don't forget the rack.
well, he had a rack, but
he got that plastic one, but it's not. There's no flesh on top of it, Be fair.
I realize that, but I'm not. It's not like I'm touching either one, so it doesn't really matter.
Back away from Ava's rack now. How much time did you spend being creepy about Ava's rack? You can't walk that back now, Schmuel. Come on.
I was being creepy about her rack.
I always found it creepy, but that's just.
I always thought talking about her rack was she's the greatest rack. That's fucking artwork. That rack.
Yeah, see, I don't believe. I'm not a believer in that. I don't like fake tits. I'm a natural guy. Unless the fake ones are so good that you can't even notice. Sure, that's fine. But I'll never say a fake pair of tits is the best tits around. That's just disrespectful to real good tits.
Yeah, I what do you call it? I think that I know I wouldn't probably say it about. Look, if they were on a woman and they were whatever, but it was something nice to say. What can I say?
It's a lovely thing to say to a trans woman. You've got a great rack.
Got a great set of tits. What more can I say?
I love it.
It's not like I embarrassed myself and got fucked in the ass by one. All right. Okay, real talk. I saw Schmuel looking at some beautiful ladies. Schmuel only watches. Take that for what you mean it for. I have a picture of Mr. Rochi talking to probably one of the best endowed women at the event. And these two were sitting next to each other, and You couldn't slide a credit card between them. They were so close. Talking. And
Richie and you,
of
what?
course I send a picture of it to Husey, right? And Husey's like, "Who's that?" And I'm like, "Rochi." And he, "No, I mean, I don't know. He's with an attractive woman." Oh. And but what I thought was really funny was I just took out my phone and took a picture, right? But Lady KB was doing this, where she's taking the selfie, but she's holding the phone like over her shoulder to sneak a picture of Rochi. And it was, and Rochi still, Jesus, Rochi still doesn't know who that woman is. Hold on, did I lose you? I spilled the bottle of soda. Rochi, I'll send it to you in a few minutes.
Glass break.
Huh? I'm sorry.
Is there a glass break?
No, it
No,
hit.
it sounds like breaking glass. It really
Yeah,
does.
no, it's because it hit. There's a clamp on my desk, and it hit the clamp, and that's what made noise. But no, I didn't break it, and luckily it was mostly empty, so it was only a little bit. Let's see. I heard a reliable rumor that Schmuel jerked it to Byron No multiple times. Hey, let's not give out my secret. I know it's hard to imagine, but please picture Robbie in a full sprint running toward. So what's the deal? They're trying to. Are they trying to do something with Robbie? Is this what I'm hearing?
We're just trying to get something out of Robbie, and like Sam's. I've not employed Sam or anything. Sam's gone out of his way. Like we all see something in Robbie. Like everyone that's seen the show and takes any interest, anyone that comes on the show, like we all enjoy Robbie and see something in him, and like we're just trying to, motivate him, get him going, get more. We want more.
Yeah, it can be tough because I've watched you just like when you think you've got him doing something, is when he doesn't. If that makes any sense.
Always seems to get sick when I offer him the opportunity to take some responsibility. He gets fucking sick that week somehow. Like it'll fucking crush him to hear me talking like this, but like you get fucking sick of it. And it's like, all right, dude, I'm not going to help you anymore. Figure it out. Like I'll never toss him away. He can come sit down there on the show every week. But if he wants to do something, he's got to do something.
Yeah, it's weird to me because I'm like the kind of guy like I got to be near death to not do something.
Yeah.
Like I haven't not an ear infection almost my entire life. And I was like, oh, I have an ear infection. I'm like, Robbie, come on, man.
He talking about Melton's back, and I don't know how bad Melton's back is or whatever, but we were sort of joking about it on Saturday, and Robbie's like, "Oh, I understand. Like, I have a bad back," and it's like, "Yeah, Robbie, I understand too. Like, I have a stretching routine I have to go through every fucking day just so I could get through the workday. Like, we all fucking know this shit. We've all been through this shit. Like, I think that's the biggest thing with Robbie is he just doesn't get working a real life and working a real job and working a hard day.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of there's a lot of that goes on, my friend. You know what I mean? Like it I don't know, maybe I keep thinking it's just because I'm older and I come from a different universe. But it definitely feels like guys just don't do what they used to do, you know? The first male that I ever had work for me that needed to take a mental health day, I knew my world had changed.
Tell you what, though, when I heard about mental health days, I was like, I could pull I could pull a few of those. I've had my fair share of off mental days, as it were, if you will.
Yeah, but it's funny because we were always afraid, like, you never want to say anything like that because then that would be the way you would always be thought of, you know?
See me spill my drink then. Got it
You,
was a full can.
oh, wow. Did you enjoy it? Let's just see here. I want to see if I can dude, I don't know if I can put this up. I can't. I wanted to put up, actually, maybe I can. Hold on. Let's see if I
Are
can
you
find it.
frozen, or is it just me?
Say that one more time.
Are you frozen, or is it just me?
I don't think I'm frozen. Am I? Oh, you know what? Guess what? I'm frozen. Hold on.
Oh, good. Nah, fuck you. Here's the thing. Yeah. Yep. Dead air.
Just, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna try to redo the. I think what my
Ah, you're
like
shit.
camera may have overheated,
All
and
right, fuck
that
the camera.
is the problem. But you can hear me as long as you can hear me.
I can hear you. It's fine. I just thought I'd bring it up. And then when you did the whole leave me alone thing, I was like, no, fuck you. I'm turning my camera off and staying dead silent because that's what I've always said I would do in that situation.
No, I wouldn't do that. I would never do that. All right, I think we should be back. Correct? Am I back?
Yeah, you're good.
All right, hold on. Let's see if we can pull this up. I just got to make sure I don't dox myself in doing this. That's my biggest concern. There we go. And add to scene. And I'm going to put it on. And that is the young lady with
Okay.
Rochi. Can you see that?
Okay, there we go. That's better.
I've got a.
Do we have a shot of an actual face? Or?
I don't. I probably would have to look it up, but that was the first one I just saw it. But trust me, the face is definitely worth it. I mean, I
believe you, but a lot of women can take a photo in this position, and then when they turn their head, it's a different story.
I got you, but right, this was me taking the photo. Here, I do have it. I'm going to send it to myself, and let's see if we can put it up there. All right, let's remove that. Remove from scene. So in any event, this must be like painfully boring for the four people, but it is
Why
Schmuel
don't you
talk,
tune in,
so
Schmuel?
that's what we do. Well, it's also I got to go to bed. It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
I
Back.
decided to be the plus 45 minutes today. That was my call to make.
Yeah, I hold on here, buddy. Let's see if we can do this. All right, we've got it open.
No, you're right.
No. I'm
Take
I
your
know.
time. I got all afternoon.
Oh, well,
Might be over
that's one of
3
us.
hours.
I have let's just see. Let's make sure we got that maxed. We've got that maxed. Share. Add to scene. Wow, I really have advanced
At the
in the.
same peak. It
It's
better not be
not.
the same. Oh, slightly. All right. Yeah, I see it now. Was she with
And
the accent?
she's definitely got the what do they call that? The symmetry thing going on. But good looking girl. And she came from inside, not so like she was at the shows and stuff. So
Right.
I mean it's possible that she was hired as an escort, but she really just seemed like one of us.
Was she up to date on Davos knowledge or what?
You'd have to ask Rochi. I didn't talk to her.
Right.
You know
I know
me.
Roach.
I stay away from. Oh, that's scary. I only look. I don't. Look. Even mommy asked me for the key to my room so she could take a nap. I'm like, yeah, that's not happening. So there we go. All right, man. I actually have to go to bed. I told you till 12, right?
Did you? I don't know.
I think I did. I put that on the thing. I would be on until 12.
If you
Yeah.
had known that, I wouldn't have jumped on.
No, it's all good. But I've been on for 3 hours anyway, so it's time to
Yeah.
go. And I annoyed the fuck out of Panhandler, and there we go. So, why is Schmuel doxing prostitutes? Rochi is not a prostitute, no matter what you think about him. So there we go. All right. Dean, tell me what's going on. What's your story?
Right.
What's your plan?
Yeah. Obviously Sunday, as always, 9:30 a.m. on the East Coast. We'll be live. Thinking about trying to sneak another show in this week and start making that a bit more regular. If not, permanently going to 2 shows a week and see what happens. But that a lot relies on Robbie and what Robbie's got to say about it. So we'll see. You might see me in the next couple of days. If not, Sunday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time on the United States of Australia YouTube channel.
What's your schedule like for mornings, U.S. mornings?
US mornings. It's doable. It's sort of more towards mid-morning is probably best, but yeah. 9:30 a.m. that we do is a good time. 8:30 a.m. not too bad, but maybe a fraction early.
Because I'm wondering if it's possible, and I don't know if it is, because I don't know if you have to have Robbie and whatever, but I would love to do just try like a one-off steel toe show. Oh, I know
Yes.
I know you're buddies with the guy, but
He's the
just
guy.
I'll grab the New York Post and the Wall Street Journal and the Times, and we'll go through.
That's kind of the plan going forward. We do want to do this toe to toe with the toe, where we're going to basically do the topics he covers, but do it on the fly. So we start 30 minutes after him, and then we're going to have a producer for it to give us the info on what stories we're covering. But we're just going to do it on the fly as he does it. Then we'll follow up and do the same story, having no knowledge of what he's done. Just do it our own way,
I have to ask, Captain Deadpool, how bad does your truck smell?
Truck.
Yes, Captain Deadpool is driving Granny back to Florida,
Oh, right.
and I was in the room after him. And if I would have known, I would have given you more cigars to smoke while you were on your way. And Declino says, I would have gone. I went to Vegas and got with Latanya for like 200. You got robbed. Granny got like $8,000, I guess I heard, to either stick it in or have it stuck in an ass. But Decline host, would you have done it for 200 with video? That's the question.
That's fair.
So, but yeah. Anyway, my friend, I'm gonna drop off and go to bed. I have an appointment at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's already 1 o'clock here.
Glad
So
I kept you up. Yay.
good night, buddy. You didn't keep me up. I was up anyway. Good night. Take care, Aussie guy. Thank you. He's Sunday mornings, 9:30. United States of Australia podcast. Schmuel Talk. I will be back tomorrow with one Husey Entertainment at 6 p.m. with Lemmy, Chad, and myself. So that should be fun. And
Yes.
that's it. Good night, guys.